Uh-oh. Oh, stop. I don't know why I'm doing that. You guys still there? Still there? Hello? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Technical
Yes.
difficulties as we go live. Yay! Anyways, welcome to Raw is Metal. And yes, we are streaming on my main channel because I cannot get the other channel to work for streaming. And I think I know what the problem could possibly be, so that will definitely be taken care of.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Suck it. So yeah, we're streaming here tonight. And that's pretty much it. Badass Billy Gunn. If you didn't know, your ass better call somebody. And that's why the attitude era was so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Speed King, welcome Speed King to the chat. So basically what we were doing before going live is talking about paranormal stuff, yeah. And we were talking about record labels a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to keep on the record label conversation, go ahead.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out. Sorry, Ryan, I got to tap in. Today, everybody forgets that today was the death of Bon Scott. Everybody forgot about that today.
That's very true. Rest in peace to Bon.
Yep.
Talk about a real rock and roll.
One of the greatest frontmen in the history of metal, rock and roll, just in general, because it's Bon Scott.
Yep.
Water died, Water 22, what's up?
You have Jim Morrison, yes, you have Robert Plant. You have all these great frontmen in the 70s. I just think Bon was on another level compared to everyone else. I agree. But Bon was the perfect rock and roll singer. And he was snatched away from us. Just right when he was, really reaching his potential.
Especially right when AC/DC was about to really take off.
And that's that the whole year 1980, that same year, big deaths, John Bonham, John Lennon, Bon Scott.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Rest in peace to Bon Scott, and you still rule, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Speed King.
Speed King?
Yeah, hopefully I can get that fixed so I can stream on the other channel here.
Yep.
Because that's where I'd really like to start doing the stream. But we'll see what happens.
Yep.
It's always good to be around. Brian Johnson's amazing too, but you still can't replace Bon. Brian Johnson, has great charisma too.
And I don't think you can replace either lead singer in AC/DC, to be perfectly fair.
I agree. Like Brian Johnson was the perfect guy for the job after Bob passed.
Yeah.
Like nobody else could have done it. I mean, you could have probably got Ubio Dirk Snyder or who's the lead singer of Crocus? Mark Boyle, is it? Mark Boyles? Mark Boyle, whatever his last name is. You could have got him. But Brian Johnson was perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyways, we were talking about record labels a little bit.
Yeah. Just trying to the reason we mentioned that before we went on was I'm trying to find a label because my band is mostly an online label and all that, an online band type thing. So we're not known to doing the live shows or something like that because we're all in relatively different spots in the country, so that's literally impossible to do. So like I said, I was looking through basically some labels that would make a lot of sense and all that stuff.
Yeah, but then with record labels, if they turn you down, don't give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much positive stuff to say about labels. Oh, I mean, it depends what label you're on, I guess.
And before you join a record label, Ryan, research that record label, look at the bands that are on there, research the history of that record label company.
Yeah.
Just as an extra bonus to know what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly. There are a few I have looked into that I'm like, okay, these guys might do.
Otherwise, you go into a record company with a blind eye and they shove you so far up their ass that they're basically changing your music.
Better.
Yeah, I have a few that are in mind that I have looked into quite a bit recently and thought, okay, these guys might be some of this label. Like I have them pulled up one label on here. They're an India-based label called Transcending Obscurity.
Hey Ryan, Ben was saying something.
Oh, sorry.
What was I saying? I forget.
Oh, you and me were saying about how... Yeah.
What was I saying? I was going to say something about label. I forget now.
You were saying how me and you don't trust record labels.
Oh, yeah.
I've
just heard so many stories throughout the years about labels from even artists, by watching documentaries or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know what labels to trust. I'm looking at other labels and seeing what works for the type of view.
Ryan, hold on. Ben was still talking.
Sorry.
Noise Records was cool. Metal Blade would be cool to get signed to.
I'm trying to find a small one.
Yeah.
If it's a small ones are out the option, then I will definitely go big and maybe go to a Season of Mist or Relapse or Metal Blade.
Very true. It is show business.
Yeah.
You want to start off on a smaller label before we go up to big ones.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I don't think it's ever a great thing to start out on a major or bigger record label right away. So many bands have done that, and there's a lot of bands that aren't around anymore because of it.
And they can look at you as a band. Let's say if you're a musician, you have no fucking experience. Pardon my profanity, guys. But let's just say you have no fucking experience whatsoever in the record industry from a musician standpoint. How are you going to learn?
I mean, we were talking about this last night near the end. Like there's, I don't know if you're on the road touring, right? And this
Which
is what
we won't be. We won't be. Unless certain circumstances, let's say album has an anniversary, then we will look and say, okay, yeah, let's do this. But right now, it's strictly online. Like there's a reason. Like it's like Arion rarely tours unless it's for a certain occasion.
What's going on, Frederick?
Hey, Frederick.
IRS Records. That record label's been out of business for years.
They had Sabbath at one point. Headless Cross.
Yeah, yes. Black Sabbath was on that label. Nuclear Assault was on that label. I'm trying to think who else was on IRS. There's a couple other bands too, but I can't think right now of the other bands. I'd have to look it up.
Just remember, this is my cousin works for a record label. This is the advice he gave me, Ryan. He works for, I think, 93.7, one of the radio stations in Philly who worked. And he also worked in a record label. He works in the, where he sorts old copies of CDs and stuff. I forget where it's like a back warehouse or something for the record labels. Best advice he told me was to keep the record label business out of your family. Don't mention family to any record labels, or else that means you won't see your family a whole lot.
Yeah, but there's a difference between you're an on, but it's a difference when you're an online only band. You know, another good example, Infant Annihilator. They're an online only band.
Speaking.
I'm just reading the comment section here. Nope, I have not picked up the new Annihilator. I haven't picked anything up.
No, I don't have money to get anything up. I want to start going there. There's this store I go to, Ben. It's a bookstore, but they also sell vinyls and CDs. And the place is called Second and Charles up in Allentown.
Wait a second, Charles here.
Nice. They have vinyl records and CDs. I thought about possibly reviving one of my old content ideas of going back and visiting, stores to look at CDs for videos.
There you go.
I'm thinking of bringing that back to my channel.
Right. Be cool.
Yeah.
Isn't Annihilator's new album a re-recording of Metal 1? That's why I'm not, really thrilled about going out and getting it.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear a whole new album instead of re-recordings. Recordings are going good so far.
Hey Ben,
But
you know what really grinds my gears? You know what really grinds my gears, guys? Whenever, let's say you're a headliner for a tour, and they decide to kick you off the tour, for budget reasons. Is it really money reasons?
Well, see, bands like Metallica and Slipknot never have to worry. They're set for life. Obviously. They're the two biggest bands in the world.
Yeah.
They have nothing to worry about. And plus, Metallica has their own record label now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would definitely be the way to go start your own label. But, again, it takes money to do that. Money, time,
And if it's your own label, then technically you have to pay your bandmates, which is money out of your pocket.
True. What's up, Karen?
What's up, Karen?
The B-52s. They might have been on IRS. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember who was all on IRS records right now. I just can think of Black Sabbath and Nuclear Assault.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It probably would be huge if it would have started back then. I mean, back in the 80s, I was just a kid. But, yeah, I'm still working on it. Also working on some other music, too. So, kind of going back and forth between two projects at the moment.
Who knows, Ben? Who knows, Ben? Maybe one day you get a Facebook message from someone saying, "Hey, I'm local in Hershey. I have a bass guitar. Can I come down and jam?" You know what I mean? Who knows?
that would. Hell yeah.
But I'm thinking.
I was just born at the wrong time. I was born 10 or maybe 15 years too late.
I feel like I'm born in the wrong time. I should have been born in the late 60s and lived through the early 70s. That's what my mom said told me. I would have been the perfect person out of everybody in the group here. I probably would have lived through that.
That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, that's kind of how I know. Here is Xavier.
Xavier.
Oh,
What's up,
yeah.
man?
What's going on, man?
I
How much?
am officially now moving over into the chat. I will type in there, and I will see you late. See y'all later.
See you, Ryan. See you, Ryan.
See ya.
Hell's Headbanger? That would be a cool label to get on.
Fuck Hell's Headbangers.
You don't like Hell's Headbangers?
Hey, you know what, Ben?
So-
I can tell you a good story. They ripped me off for 2 hoodies for $90.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right?
That ain't right.
You know they did. I'll tell you a good story. You know they did. I literally asked them, "Hey, want my 2 Gorguts hoodies, please?" And so they're like, "Oh, you didn't pay for it." I'm like, I'm seeing my bank bill. It says you took money out of it. And he's like, I'm like, "Where's my shit?" He's like, "Well, you don't allow posers to have shit." I'm like,
What the fuck?
"Fuck you." Yeah, I know, right?
Like, fuck
Yeah,
you,
it's kinda
man.
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking. Maybe
Dude, talk
more
about
like
rude.
that poser.
Literally just
Oh.
called me a poser for buying 2 Gorguts hoodies.
What a
Xavier,
fucking
Oh.
tickets for-
fuck you, man. I hope your label dies.
Yeah. Hey, Xavier, you got tickets for Maryland Death Fest?
No, not yet. I need to save up for them.
Carry on. Of Darkness, that's a classic, dude.
Oh, Clint,
Oh,
I
Therion
did
is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say this for sure. If anyone wants to come and join, fucking Snaggle, you never told me you skates. Yeah, I do skate.
Nice.
Yeah.
You a
Oh,
fan?
maybe. Oh shit, I know this guy actually. James G. Warrior. I know this guy actually. I went to camp with him.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And,
Yeah, I went
and
to a
we-
skate camp. I went to a skate camp in Pennsylvania, in Woodward. Yeah,
I shall be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
Okay.
yeah, in Woodward. I know this guy.
I don't think that's too far from me.
Maybe. That's like in the Amish town area.
I'd have to look it up on Google Map or something. I know we have some Amish towns around here, but they're all over the place. Therion are a great band.
That first LP is great.
First one's freaking awesome. Their symphonic albums, depends. That Felly one's alright. That's the only one I actually have outside of the first album. Well, their second album's okay too. Not as good as the debut. Stupid geography.
Xavier, you're saying something about meeting or something?
Oh, a meeting?
Like when we were talking about MDF or something, you were saying something afterwards about that?
No. I was thinking about something. I'm like, if you want to come, or Ben, I mean, I'll be willing to pay for tickets.
Okay.
As long as if someone helps out, like on the hotels. The gas, yeah, exactly.
Especially with the way these fucking gas prices keep going up.
I mean,
Yeah,
MDF,
exactly.
I'm going with my uncle and 2 close friends, so we're kind of renting out an
What's your
Airbnb.
favorite album of 2020? Okay, 2021. All right. What was my favorite album last year? I have to think about that for a second. I think the new Oxygen Destroyer was good.
Speaking of which, I am going to be doing a top 20 list for 2021. I got to get to it because now we're almost into the month of March. Fuck.
Honestly, my favorite of 2021 would be the new Flotsam and Jetsam. That kicks ass too.
I'm not gonna say yet because I'm still gonna do my rankings. So
I mean, maybe people said I never got to play with them too.
Worst album of 2021, I will finally say it's the Iron Maiden album. That album sucked last year.
Dude, the worst album of 2021 is anything that... Wait, did 6 Feet Under release the album last year? I don't think they did.
I don't know. Worst album of 2021, definitely said that too.
Yep.
To be so honest, it's New Cannibal Corpse. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I don't like the New Cannibal Corpse. It sucks. It's not even like good Cannibal Corpse. Oxygen Destroyer is sick.
Yeah.
Dude, just a new Cannibal Corpse just sounds fucking mediocre. It's not even like good Cannibal Corpse.
Got any projects going, Xavier?
Yes. Ritual of Insanity, which is going to be a brutal death metal heathen band.
Nice.
And it's gonna be, the album cover is gonna be sick. It's supposed to be fucking Jesus getting dissected into different parts in a pentagram. And then there's two mirrors in his fucking eye sockets, and literally over the top of the pentagram it says, "Jesus does not love you."
That's great. That's great.
That's gonna piss off so many Christians.
That's almost like close to Deicide's Once Upon a Cross.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's gonna be a brutal album cover.
Dude, all the record stores are gonna be like, "We can't keep this here. It's way too brutal."
Where's Man Ben's free copy? I'm joking, of course.
One album I want to check out. It's the new Immolation. I got to check that out.
Dude, I need to check that out too.
I need to.
I heard Immolation to me don't have a bad album.
No.
Feathers for God, so it can get better.
It's like Incantation. That's another band that has a solid discography. Their last fucking album was great.
I don't know. I don't like the fucking Blasphemy album by Incantation.
Xavier, I need to tell you this.
I think that's the one that had like pretty good production.
Xavier, I need to tell you this, but I do enjoy the new Cannibal Corpse album. I think it's good. That's just my opinion.
I didn't mind it. I felt worse.
I think it could be better. The new Asphyx is whatever.
What's going on, Nick? Yeah, the reason why I'm streaming here is because I couldn't get the stream to work on the new channel. I gotta figure out how to
I'm wearing Internal Bleeding, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's a cool shirt.
Yeah, that's our old demos days when they're on the Wild Rag Records.
I don't think I should.
Thinking about buying one of Nick's shirts.
I don't think I showed you guys the new Holocaust shirt.
Ooh, please share.
I think I said it. No, you didn't show it.
You didn't.
Oh, you know what? I probably sent it on Facebook Messenger.
Yep. Let's see.
We're going to be making new merch too.
Yeah, man.
Blasphemy is a good album.
I mean, Blasphemy is decent. The new Cannibal Corpse is decent. I mean, it's nothing as good as Butchered or Brutal.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Badass.
Reaping Heavy Metal Vengeance.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that shirt.
I can't wait for the new shirts to come out for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'll definitely get one of your shirts.
It's a dude
Thanks,
like.
Nick. Yeah, I'm selling them on what's that goddamn website called now? I mean, eventually I'd like to print these shirts on my own because the fucking tax on this website's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Teesprings is where I'm selling them at.
I'm selling my shit at Teesprings too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people go that route. Oh, there's Josh too. I know he sells stuff on Teesprings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy your guys' shirt and get that new Carlton shirt too when it's available.
We have
get roll shirt for sure.
We're gonna have a new shirt that's even more brutal. It's supposed to be a fucking dog holding on a dismembered arm.
Hey, why not?
That's gonna be cool looking. That's what you get for beating me, you little You stupid fuck.
It's called. It's literally in the bottom. It literally has blood on it. It says shredded in the meat grinder.
Dogs like you should have gave me your leftovers at the table. Now suffer.
If anybody else wants to come on, I'll send a link.
Yeah, feel free, guys. Join us.
We had Clint on last night after you guys left. We had fun.
Yeah.
I was actually a little nervous because I've never talked with Clint before. He was cool though. Clint.
Yeah, I subscribe to Clint's channel. He's cool. He has cool channel.
Has he got a YouTube channel?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. Well, 15 people. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Remember, guys. I'll give Ben a shout. Go and subscribe to Metal Bastards podcast channel. Don't mind me. I'm just moving.
Okay. Metal Mike left.
Did he leave us? He might have got booted. Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, Ben.
Nah, he's back. Yo, what's up?
Want to see something funny?
What's that?
Look at this.
What the fuck do you got? Oh, that's brutal, man.
It's so brutal and fucked up. That's funny as hell.
God damn.
I'm back. Sorry,
Yeah.
my internet took a shit.
We're gonna let Clint join us too.
Hell
He
yeah.
sent me a text.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Xavier. Xavier, I saved that meme. I shared that to my other friends. They laughed their ass
You
off.
showed that to your other friends. Oh, Jesus on it.
That is funny, man.
That is funny.
Oh.
Doing stripper poses.
I have some terrible religious memes I don't mind sharing.
Oh, Clint Jackson.
I don't like sharing them, but I think they're funny as fuck.
Oh no, man. I'm not religious at all. I'm more spiritual.
Yeah.
I think religion's a huge scam. That's what I think.
Xavier's over there laughing. Yeah.
No, I'm just laughing at what my friend commented to it.
Oh wait, somebody did comment.
I love this comment. It's
Sorry,
too
I'm not
fucking
even
funny.
reading comments.
Jesus died for your sins.
Moonflowers.
But you asked him. I think maybe James Ward may have saw me at Woodward. But I was wearing
I don't know.
Okay, I have a funny story for you guys. What was that Woodward? I would wear this big ass
I'm a
inverted.
spiritualist also. So.
What's going on, Cliff?
What's up, Clint?
What's up, guys?
Oh,
Not
not much. Just figured I'd do a
Just
random
shooting the
stream.
Yeah.
We were just talking about record
Usually-
labels earlier.
Usually every Sundays and Mondays I do these streams.
Oh, Ice Earth fan. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm more spiritual. I mean, we had to have come from somewhere.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
saying.
I came from my mom, like everybody else did.
That's terrible.
That's funny though.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was born in a hell pit.
Eh, I'm pretty sure I do not belong on this planet.
I don't know if there's a hell. I definitely don't want to be in hell with certain people.
I mean, yeah, I want to be in hell with certain people. Like,
Maybe
let's
maybe
think about it. I mean, I'm not gonna be in there because I'm not gonna suck a goat's dick or some shit like that.
That's right. Fuck you too, Satan.
Fuck you too,
Yeah.
Satan. Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be in heaven. I want to be in purgatory with thee.
I don't want to be in heaven or hell. I want to be in Valhalla because there's no gay people there. There's no people that are bothering me. No, I mean I'm not. I'm not homosexual. I'm just saying. I just want to be with. I just want to be with cool dudes like Odin. I can make fucked up and hilarious jokes.
Yes, no, yeah, I'd rather be Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just put me in
What's going on, Trash Maniac 99?
Put me in purgatory with Bob Ross so I can make paintings.
Oh, good old Bob Ross.
So, did you directly buy those Gorgut hoodies from the band, or who screwed you over? Was that individual?
Oh no, they just screwed me over. They didn't I told them like, hey, here's a bill that says you took this much money from me. Where's my shit?
Was it directly from the band?
Send you
No, it was directly from Hell's Headbangers. What was it from the band? Hell's Headbangers was distributing it.
Yeah, I would try and figure out how you can get your money back or get those hoodies.
I did. I got my money back.
All right. I'd be pretty pissed off.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed off when that happened, and I told all my friends immediately, and they're like, "Fuck that, dude."
Yeah,
I'd be pissed. I'd be fuck yeah, man.
I was so pissed when that happened.
I'd be pissed like if you bought merch from a record label and a bunch of records, and they say they're not gonna like.
It's like this stupid Euronymous kind of attitude about it. You're a poser. I'm like, first and foremost, how the fuck am I a poser when I buy fucking really hard death metal to come by? Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And really,
like
what is it?
You really don't want my business that bad.
When me and Ben were talking yesterday, what is the definition of a poser? I mean, you have a different music taste?
Yeah, well,
really,
I guess they're bitching about it. I'm like, dude, if I have a different music taste, then why the fuck are you selling these hoodies?
Exactly.
Like, I listen to everything.
Like, what kind of hypocritical shit is that?
My definition of a poser is somebody that's not true to the music and just drag hearts.
I mean,
the only thing I see is posers.
What's going on, Nick?
What's up, guys? What's up,
man?
We're just talking about Xavier's situation with the whole
Hell's Headbangers thing.
Hell's Headbangers? What's up with Hell's Headbangers?
Dude, I got in an argument with one of the fucking guys over there, and they ripped me off for $90.
Really? Wow, man! I've had nothing but good.
They did some really shit things. I swear, man. And I'm still. I literally got my money back, luckily, and so I'm like, I called them out for that because for one, I got 2 Gorguts hoodies. One of them was considered dead. Another one was Erosion of Sanity. They were really good looking hoodies, and so I bought them, and I'm like, hey, are you gonna ship my stuff or not? They're like, you didn't see you paid for it. And I'm like, yes, I did. And I said, here's a bill showing you took money out. Where's my shit or my money? And so they're like, well, you don't sell anything to posers, so I guess you have to do your bank. And I'm like, no. Give me my money back now.
It sounds like they were just fucking with you.
Yeah.
I mean, still not a good business.
They literally called me a poser and didn't even get my money back.
Yeah.
Sounds like they were trying to get under your skin, man. I've had nothing but good experience with them. I really don't chat up with them. I just make my order and then that is fucking it. Sometimes it's here quick as shit. But I also live in Ohio and they're based just outside of Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh no. Yeah, sorry.
That's cool.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say congrats on getting close to 10,000 subs, dude. That's pretty badass.
It's weird. It is kind of weird. I don't know. I didn't expect this channel to do anything, but I don't know. People say it's dude, you're the channel we go to find a whole bunch of crazy underground stuff. I was well, I mean, yeah, I buy a lot of shit.
I mean, it's weird in a sense because it's I bought from them multiple amount of times, right? And usually whenever they ship stuff, it's in a day or two. But it took 4 days. I'm like, why aren't they shipping my stuff at all?
James.
So I called them. And that's what happened.
I'm reading James.
Wondering where my stuff was.
He was making a comment about Jesus, and I died laughing on the inside.
Hey, yeah, I saw it. Jesus was extreme.
What's up, Josh?
Fucking Cradle of Filth. Crib of Filth.
Oh, yeah, man.
Phil.
Josh is still here. Your new song's fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, Crib of Filth.
Yeah, definitely go check out Morticide.
Oh, Morticide. Oh,
Morticide, yep.
I thought you were about to say fucking Cradle of Filth. I'm like, dude, they have terrible songs.
I didn't mind the last one, surprisingly.
Are you gonna try?
I thought it was okay. I hate Danny Phil's vocals. Like that high pitched baby shriek he does is fucking irritating as fuck.
Yeah, it is irritating.
But musically, dude, the guitar work was solid.
I mean, they can definitely play.
I mean, he's
that band's had so many lineup changes too. I think Danny Phil's the only original member.
I think that's right. I know this one he had a new female singer once again because he's gone through like multiple female singers.
Oh my god, how many female? I bet they're all his like girlfriend. Like, you know what? We're gonna break up now because you don't like my annoying singing.
Because you're so short, you can't get on any of the roller coasters.
Yeah.
Danny Phil was like 4 apples tall.
I mean, I used to really be into Cradle of Filth back in the late '90s.
Yeah.
See, that was a band I never really got into. Like, I saw like everyone was rocking their shirts. Like in the '90s, if you went to like any like gothic metal show or anything like that, you would see a Cradle of Filth shirt, fucking guaranteed. I don't know. I never got into them, and you know, it's whatever.
Old school death metal influence, badass, Josh. Hell yeah.
I mean, old school death metal.
Yeah, Morticide is sick.
Whose messenger's going off? I'm just asking. Is that?
It's not I.
Sorry about that. What, the echoing?
Well, that's Mike's. Mike.
Yeah. We apologize for that, chat.
What's everybody's opinion on Aeon?
Aeon's brutal as fuck, and I like them, but they kind of get stuck in like kind of the same fucking mode a little too often. But it's a mode that I like. Like I think the last one was really good. It's just it was a little too like rinse and repeat. But it was a rinse and repeat of like, oh, it sounds like Cannibal Corpse and fucking Deicide, so.
And that is a good fusion, you know. That is exactly what they are. It is like a
fucking Aeon, right?
Fusion.
And you know, for a Swedish band, they don't sound Swedish at all. They sound very Floridian.
That's what I've been noticing a lot. Like I would say, like maybe like fucking Hypocrisy, fucking like even like Woundbath doesn't even have that like Swedish death metal sound. They sound like typical like Florida death metal.
Huh? Did they change? Because I know they were older stuff. I mean, they were like HM2 fucking. You know.
Nah, they're not that.
Huh?
That. Like their old stuff for Woundbath was like just typical like death metal.
Yeah, did you ever hear the death metal band Dies? I believe it's a side project from a member of Vader. They were called Dies Irae.
Yeah,
I'm pronouncing that right.
I don't own any of their stuff, but I definitely have heard of them.
Yeah, I used to have their first CD. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's only like a half hour long. I mean, it really doesn't sound too much different from Vader. I mean, it's just straight up brutal death metal. You know, brutal death metal.
I mean, hey, if it sounds like that, I mean, if it sounds anything like Vader, I'll fucking love it. Vader fucking rules. Like
Vader does.
Yeah.
I saw them live
Weakest
once.
albums are still pretty damn good.
I saw them with Abysmal Dawn.
I saw that tour too. Hideous Divinity was on that one too, I think.
Yes.
And was that the one that also had Vitriol?
Yes, that was 2020.
Yeah, dude, Vitriol fucking, that was goddamn heavy.
Oh no, Josh, you want to come in the stream? I'll send you a link.
Oh shit, Josh on the stream. Shit. Cool.
Shit. I picked Thrash Maniacs here, and I'm like not paying attention. Yeah, he's here.
Dude, James. Oh shit.
Sorry,
Hey, what's
going
up,
on?
fellas?
Not much, man.
Not much.
I was just listening to you guys talk about Aeon.
Yeah.
And Chris Barnes.
Yeah,
watched.
Aeon is like what I was mentioning. While I was mentioning them, I actually play video games with the vocalist Tommy quite often.
Nice.
That dude has some scary fucking eyes, dude. When we saw him in Cleveland, dude, he was just like glaring out in the audience. He was like these blue fucking piercing eyes. He's just looking, giving everyone crazy eyes. Like, dude, this dude needs to knock it the fuck off, man.
Tommy's a really good dude. Like, Tommy's actually a really superb dude.
I mean, tight fucking man. I think I'm only missing like one Aeon album. I've been listening to those guys shit since I think Path of Fire.
Yeah, I got into him before that, like the album before. I found them like a half-price booth on the clearance rack for like $2 and thought it might have been a black metal album, and I was surprised.
I think I picked it up because I heard them on a sampler or something like that, so I knew they were death metal. But I thought they were. I thought they were American because nothing about them sounded Swedish or even European, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, like American brutality.
Yeah, that's one I think about that too. Carnage.
Ooh, Carnage.
One of the best.
Even though the HM sounding sound nothing like Swedish death metal.
Oh, I mean,
that's like the fucking pedal. It's like it sounds like Florida shit.
Wait, we're talking about that one? Yeah, Dark Recollections.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, I think there is another Carnage, but that's the one I know. But that was still Sunlight Studios. I mean, hell, that's just almost. You could almost say it's a missing Dismember album with all the members on there.
Nah, not really.
Hey, Nick, I got a question. What would be a record label that would be... How do I use my English properly, first of all? Second, record label. What record label would you like to see revived? Like, to make, like, a comeback?
None.
Well, all right.
Noise Records.
Yeah.
I'd say Earache.
What's a record label I want to see revived that nobody talks about? JL America or like or what was it? Drown Productions.
Okay.
JL America used to put out all the old Immortal, Morpheus to Sins. I think maybe Broken Hope at one point. Crowbar. What else did they put out? Vicious Circle, Killing Addiction. There's like a whole slew of them. But JL America, Deteriorate. Yeah, they're a good label.
I'd tell you a record label I'd like to see go back to its root.
Sure.
Roadrunner. Boy, Roadrunner puts out shit.
Yeah, they should have been RC Records.
I don't think Roadrunner is going to be a label for much longer because it seems like everybody is leaving them.
Everybody's leaving this.
They don't have very many bands left on there now.
They just pay attention to their larger acts.
They're just gonna sign mumble rappers. Like, look what Earache done. They got rid of Morbid Angel and signed fucking Snitch 9, or the fuck his name is. Rainbow color hair.
I keep seeing shit for like Goodbye June or some shit like that. It's like, who the fuck is this band? What the fuck is this hipster bullshit, man? I don't want this.
Of course, because they're all stuck going to Hot Topic and listening to whatever crappy music they have there.
Well, then, and like Earache also fought for like the majority of those bands that they initially signed, like Napalm Death, fucking Bullet Thrower, all that shit. They royally fucked them over. And they're still fucking them over because they're still reissuing that shit. And I don't think those bands are getting a dime of that.
No,
I don't think.
Earache is a failed attempt at a death metal now.
It was brilliant at first. They signed killer
They
stuff.
could have just be setting 6 feet under and taking them off Metal Blade's hands. Like, okay, we have this pile of shit right now. You could take it You don't want
I-
6
unfortunately-
feet under anymore.
6 feet under is going to be on Metal
All the
Blade
same
until,
category as crap
until
and mumble
Barnes
rappers.
officially sours the relationship with fucking. God damn it.
Brian Single.
Yeah, he's been
Brian
on
Slagle, there it
fucking-
is. Or Mike Valley.
He's been on Metal Blade since freaking Cannibal Corpse.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I do like the new Cannibal Corpse album. It's not bad.
It's good.
It's not
I
bad.
like it too. I mean,
I need
don't
to
have
get
a
it
problem
on
with
CD soon.
Rutan.
And yeah, Thrash or Be Thrashed. I remember Wild Rags.
Oh yeah, I remember Wild Rags. They put out this. Actually, they put this out too.
oh yeah, Wild
They
Rags.
put out the first 2 Internal Bleeding demos.
Yeah, I remember like the main 3 albums. I remember Wild Rags.
They put out
had,
Dying Fetus, too, I think.
liked. Early on, I think. Yeah.
They put Dying
like-
Fetus out for the first 2 demos.
30
Yeah.
years.
Seems
that's
like-
what I figured.
Seems like now when it comes to metal record labels, it seems like Century Media and Nuclear Blast are basically the major labels of
You
metal.
know, I want to see a label that comes
Yeah.
back.
Or,
Graphic Decay.
or you see a lot of Napalm records now.
Yeah, Napalm
Ooh,
Records
Napalm
comes up
Records.
through too.
Yeah.
Relapse.
Napalm Records is not tight.
They're
I
pretty
like
And
it.
then if you really want to go into like the slam death, you really see a lot of acquired leader.
Ooh,
Unique leader.
I remember.
Oh, Unique Leader Record.
Yeah.
I remember 12 records.
Yeah, Unique Leader is like, man, that's unfortunately that's a label where I kind of know what I'm getting almost
You know
every
what was better?
time.
You maybe saw on this. You know what was better? Old Nuclear Blast. Like old Nuclear Blast. Like during like, the days they had Master and Sinister and fucking Dismember.
Last year.
Sugar. God, Early in Flames.
Yeah, Suffocation was on at that point too.
Uh,
During, like,
I think they're still on
no,
this
Suffocation
class
was
right
Roadrunner and Relapse.
Yeah.
No,
They're on Nuclear. They're on Nuclear Blast now.
Part of Nuclear Blast
I'm wrong.
at one
The
point.
Warpus was on Relapse
They are
in the
now.
beginning.
They're on Nuclear Blast. They've been on Nuclear Blast since.
No, because in the early days of Nuclear Blast, it's like Relapse and Nuclear Blast were at one label at one point.
What's going on, Josh?
man?
What's up, guys?
Not much, man.
Hello.
Nice Cryptopsy hat.
Thanks, man.
I need to
Yeah,
get
man.
me some metal hats for crying out loud.
So where my Skeletor remains one.
I don't know. I was looking
Yeah,
for
man,
different
if you-
hoodies. I almost want to
Yeah,
buy
man,
a
it's-
backup hoodie for my Nawsome hoodie because it's
You're
already
right.
got some fucking small holes on it.
Ooh, that ain't
I mean,
good.
I wear this thing a
Here's
lot.
Here's a good topic to talk about. What would be some good horror films that would, like horror films that would have that? I can't use my English again.
James
Horror movie with a metal soundtrack.
How's the dude?
Yeah, like what would be like if you think about all
If you're
the
talking about
old
that,
horror films?
I would say this.
Oh my god.
I still the
think
dead.
I think
still the
Abigail
dead.
turned into a movie.
Yeah.
You already have a narrative.
Yeah. And for like we're talking like metal songs that could turn into a horror film. There's a bunch of them.
Like Ice Nine Kills doing with everything.
Ah, fuck
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what he's saying, though.
I mean, that is what they're doing, but I don't like it. I think
It's very
stupid.
unfortunate that Corpse Grinder did a song with that
This guy.
band.
I mean, The Astonishing could be a
I
The
don't know why.
Astonishing could be a horror film.
Yeah,
He got paid.
He got
You got
paid.
paid. I mean, dude, like any Cannibal Corpse album could be some splatter fucking grindhouse fucking slasher movie.
True.
True.
Just have
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
Zombie to direct it. There'd be a lot of fucks.
Yeah, it'd also be a lot of weird fucking editing and like no real story. Like, look, another violent scene. It's like, why? How did we get there? Whatever.
And then
I
very
heard
end, like last plot scene, makes no sense.
Yeah. It's like, well, this is clearly where he was on acid for the last part of the script.
That's not my. Oh, that was not my stepdad. I'm reading one of the people's comments. That's our manager for Sadistic Oppressor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was not my stepdad. That was insulting you, Nick.
Oh, was it someone? Oh no,
the dude that brought in a few
he was
last
cool.
month and stuff. Yeah, he's cool.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
You got me distracted because now I'm looking at shit and fucking Hell's Headbangers. Like, ooh, I haven't actually been in their distro in a minute.
Oh boy.
I might actually snag this Sentence North from here. I actually don't have that one, and that's kind of where I'd probably stop.
It's on CD.
Sentence North from here.
Yeah,
I like them.
dude, Ben,
I do like them rock too.
I thought we were gonna do a review for that. That never happened.
I jammed a bit of a muck, and I like it. It's I don't know. It's just an odd album. I like Shadows of the Past or From the Past, wherever it is. That debut is so goddamn good that pretty much everything else after that was like, man, I don't know.
I mean, I'll admit the vocals are quite odd on the mock. Not the greatest vocals.
Yeah,
the music's fucking good.
No, I like the vocals that go with it. I think it's perfect.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it's
I thought it was a great melodic death metal album. In my opinion, it's like, okay,
but Shadows of the Past, that's a fucking great album,
dude. That's so goddamn good.
North from Here, in my opinion, is great.
So still added.
I might still snag that one. I've been meaning to get that one. I mean, it looks like they reloaded a lot. Actually, it looks like they're discounting a lot of shit in Hell's Headbangers. Like, they have a lot of stuff that is down to $333 again.
And the fucking,
I'm actually,
dude, it'd be funny if they had the 6 Feet Under album. It's negative $12. like Chris Barnes has to pay people to listen to this album.
We even get the shipping. We will send it to you. We'll cover it. We just want it out of the building.
Buy 10 CDs and get this piece of shit for free,
dude. Yeah. The first time that Jam and John ever got one of those CD grab bags from Season of Mist, fucking Morbid Angels Aluminum Anus was in it. I remember he told me it was going to happen. Like, there's no way. They're still sitting on a fuck ton of copies of that album because no one wanted that piece of shit. And he got it. He was like, man, I threw this out of my car, and now it came back being like a fucking boomerang.
I don't know. Just reading the comments here, I did not care for that new Slipknot song.
You know what?
Like
I'm gonna be so honest.
Wait, is there a new one? Or
it's by the numbers?
Yeah.
When we were talking about Roadrunner earlier, I was going to say this is Slipknot's last record with Roadrunner, so Roadrunner might go out under after Slipknot leaves.
Well, Roadrunner's back by a major label,
Korn, but they're
Slipknot will probably go. I think Slipknot would go to Nuclear Blast then.
Oh yeah,
Metal Blade.
Good fit. It'd be
I would
Metal
say
Blade too,
Metal
because Killswitch is on Metal Blade.
Yeah, Killswitch is on Metal Blade now.
Killswitch has some great albums. Not gonna lie.
They do. They do.
Yeah. Well, Slipknot has enough.
Killswitch is one of my tattoos I have on my below my name.
They could just pull an Opeth and actually just, Opeth isn't signed to any label. They have their own imprint, and then they do distribution deals with different labels. So Slipknot does have enough financial power to actually do that. Just we have our own imprint.
I think they'd be able to do their own thing.
Yeah,
I think Corey even has his own label. So
or is that? I know. Wait, is it Sean's I Am Records or something like that? Or
Sean does.
Oh yeah,
and I think Sid does too.
So I mean, as long as they had a distribution deal. And then they wouldn't be locked down to any contract with any label. So, if the label went fucking south or the relationship went sour.
Well, the label already went south after they kicked off all the good death metal bands and started putting on shit like Nickelback.
No. Roadrunner, Roadrunner definitely.
Come on, let's be honest.
They got bought
Roadrunner
out.
ran themselves into a fucking brick wall and then ended up we're fucked.
Well, no, they sold the label. That's where the big change came. They originally sold, I believe, to Island Def Jam, and then they just became an imprint. They were no longer really in control. And after that, Monty Connor left.
Yeah, he's with Nuclear Blast, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the A&R guy for Nuclear Blast.
So it just became again just another sub label for another big one, and I believe Roadrunner is now owned by Warner Brothers Reprise. So it's not, the Roadrunner that we knew stopped being Roadrunner fucking forever ago just because they got offered a deal because at the time they were one of the biggest independent labels out there. They tapped into something.
I'm going to be so honest. Roadrunner gone after Obituary left.
Isn't Trivium still on Roadrunner?
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
on
Trivium
it
is
since
on there.
Ascendancy.
Slipknot,
Gojira's on Roadrunner.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I believe
And two
in
others.
Europe, Mastodon possibly goes through
Oh, fuck.
Roadrunner.
Is Pavement Records still around? I don't think they are.
I actually no, I think they are. They're just much smaller. Like I actually still have old Pavement Records, fucking comps and shit, and of course a whole bunch of old Crowbar albums because
Ben,
Crowbar.
I'm gonna tap out. Catch you guys later.
All right,
Peace.
later,
Take
man.
care, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Later, dude.
Yeah, I think Pavement Records is still around.
Yeah, because they released Internal Bleeding at one point too.
Yep.
Yeah, their first album. Yep.
Yeah, Voracious Contempt. A guy crying on the cover.
So, Josh, talk about your new song, dude, if you want.
Oh, well, yeah, it's called The King Society. It's just a re-recording. It's my first album is done with all programmed instruments, so I'm re-recording it with real instruments. Except the drums, they'll still be programmed because unfortunately I got no way to record my drums. It's kind of expensive, so
That's kind of the situation I am in too when it comes to drums.
but yeah, and the next album is going to be a lot more old school death metal influenced.
Can't wait to hear it.
I mean, I'll check it out.
I'll get a band together at some point and start doing some shows. And Xavier, I actually think Sadistic Morticide tour will be sick.
Dude, for sure. I'm free to do that.
Yeah.
We're actually getting offered a few shows recently. We got offered one show for Morbid Angel.
I'd join if I had a lineup.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Sadistic Morticide Holocaust. There you go.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
Dude, pull a Putrid Pile, man. Just get the fucking drum machine next to you and just riff out next to it.
That's true.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay anyone else, man. Hell, dude, you could be your own roadie too. Like, yeah, all right, and then okay, we're good. Let's go.
Let's do it, damn it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, on a fiscal level, that's kind of smart.
Plus,
It is a smart idea.
I think Mortician always used a drum machine, maybe not live.
No,
Not
did
live.
these-
Roger did the
They got to
drums
do.
live.
They got
we
the drummer
saw
from Morpheus Descends to do drums for them.
Ooh.
I didn't see who did it. First off, when I saw Mortician, I didn't necessarily see him because the goddamn smoke machine was on fucking full tilt boogie. Like,
No, it's because
you couldn't see shit. Like, I could occasionally see fucking like Will Reamer's biceps in his piece. That's about it. And then we'd get a horror movie sample, and then a 2-minute song, and then another.
No. Here's every Mortician song in a nutshell. Like, you will slowly die in pain.
Dude, the live drummer was fucking. He was a beast. Yep. And then riffs. Jesus Christ, man, riffs. But yeah, they killed it. But yeah, their live drummer, I mean, fucking spot on.
Nice.
I'm reasonably sure there was a drum kit back there again. A lot of smoke.
Yeah. I want to see Malignancy. That's fucking tight.
I missed them in 2019. I forget who was on. It was tough. We had to make a lot of choices in terms of who we were seeing. Like, I missed
They always play here all the time.
the one I regret. In terms of like I missed them was probably Church of Misery, the Japanese sludge doom band. Everyone was literally fucking talking about them. Like, dude, they were fucking unbelievable. And I forget. I know we saw Ocho Tume, and they were awesome. But I was like, man, fuck. I really did want to see Church of Misery, but
No band I've been checking out lately. The band Sleep.
dude,
I've been
Sleep's
kind of
great.
digging it.
Well, all
I
right.
mean, they only got like 4 albums, I think.
Well,
Man, I'm like, this is some good stuff. I don't know why I blew it off in the past.
well, I mean, I still don't have the patience for Dope Smoker, man. I can't listen to one riff for a fucking hour. I mean, I get it.
Exactly.
The story behind it's fucking hilarious. They essentially fleeced the fucking label for fucking amps and weed, and then they turned in this like, dude, we signed you because we wanted singles, to put out. You gave us, well, yeah, there's like one single track. It's like,
It is a single. It's just 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well,
like
where's the rest of the
Bellwood.
money? Like, oh no, we bought amps and like a fuck ton of weed, man.
I'm just checking out.
Dude, that's
I'm
fucking
checking
Because Bellwitch is the same way, you know, when you buy one of their albums, it's one song and it's like 2 hours long.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what Matt Pike does. He's like, we didn't feel like making a full album, so fuck it. We're just gonna make a whole song that's an hour long.
Yeah.
Probably not
It was
gonna
like, you
remember
like this
half of
riff? Good, because this is the next hour of your life. This riff.
Then you got that band ball.
I don't know why, but I felt that way about Broken Hope. It's like, dude, did I just listen to a whole album for fucking nothing?
Dude, actually the last Sleep album, The Sciences, was really fucking good. I dug that one.
Yeah,
Actually broke it up into some songs.
Yep. I did
The Marijuana Knot. Right, we get it, guys. You like?
I mean, that's
like,
what I feel about any, you know, porno grime band is. Did I listen to that 24 seconds later? The album's done.
I mean,
Right.
you gotta allow
Element
15
this-
seconds for the fucking weird sample.
I mean, you want me to be honest? You know what's a great shit ever? Fucking anal cunt knockoff bands.
I mean, there's a fair amount of them.
There's a fair amount of them, but I meant like good ones. Like there's bands that are like, this is kind of be funny, but like, no, your sense of humor sucks. You're never gonna be Seth Putnam, you fucking loser.
I mean, at that point, I would probably say is like, thank you. I don't want to be him. A,
Yeah,
he's
cool.
dead.
He's
B,
dead. I'm
kind of a piece
alive.
of shit. He was right about Barnes, but he was kind of wrong about a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he try to fight Chris Barnes and then Chris ran away or something?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
ran
I
away because
think.
of-
Yeah.
Fucking Barnes,
Electric
dude.
Messiah.
That guy, holy fuck. Chris Barnes, man.
Dude, it's even more funny when he tweets on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, death metal.
I mean-
suck, or whatever he said in that one tweet.
Oh god, that's made
Yeah,
me
there's a
physically
Japanese
ill.
band that makes the trade names with 6 feet under. Bathroom Shitter. They're a Japanese grindcore band.
Dude,
They need to
It's
change
bathroom
names.
classics.
I have
Shitter.
Yes,
I have a
Bathroom
live
Shitter.
album by him.
Shit, dude.
Everything you flush down the toilet. It's like,
Hold on,
oh, this is one song. Down the toilet you go.
Have a picture of fucking Chris Barnes' face in a toilet, boy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had a dream once where a kid was swinging on Chris Barnes' dreads. It's
How do you murder somebody? Get them to choke on his dreads.
like, goddamn, dude, you can make a fucking swing set. If fucking kids can play with it like a jungle gym. and get
Bathtub
lost in it.
Shitter, live in
Yep,
Germany.
I have
That's
their
hard.
LP too.
Bathtub shit.
Oh,
I got
I have
Bathtub
shit, actually.
funny.
Oh yeah.
Bathtub shit.
Can you imagine Bathroom Shitter with Chris Barnes' growls, but that guy's high screams because he sounds like a dying chihuahua?
Dude, like, like,
Does
dude,
sound like a dining troll.
but he can get down like super low, and his lows are really fucking good.
Yeah, his lows are clean, but his highs are like annoying.
You know, honestly,
It sounds like a chihuahua that has a voice crack, and it's actually very
It's-
funny.
it's
Get
Japan.
Chris Barnes to do that. Just-
I pretty much embrace that anytime I get a Japanese metal act, it's going to be weird. Like, there's going to be something weird about it because Japan is like a
No,
whole
it's
other
weird.
fucking world when it comes down to metal.
Especially like Darren Gray. I love Darren Gray.
Oh, dude, that band is
Here's a good one.
too weird.
Very weird. Yeah.
Like, dude, I
I was
can't watch
showing
their
Ben
music
some of their
videos.
music videos earlier.
Oh, it's like,
And you
I
got
like
Psy.
Psy.
which we were
Like,
talking
Psy.
about Psy
Dude,
yesterday.
Dude, you know what's a good band from Japan? Transgressor or Vomit Remnants.
Actually, we did a retro review on Transgressor. I
fucking
picked it
love
up,
it, man.
Memento Mori reissued on CD, and what a fucking weird, I guess, Death Doom album. I don't know. There was like thrash on there too. There's straight up death metal. Strange fucking album,
I got to
But
check
good.
out some more Japanese metal too.
dude.
Again, with
Invictus.
bands I know are like the main bands like Loudness, Psy, and like
Loudness is
I
an
don't know
interesting
like a
one.
whole lot.
Yeah, check out
Oh.
Invictus. Invictus is a Japanese three-piece death metal band, and very like old school kind of thrashy death metal, like kind of Floridian style. Solid, just straight up, just
And
riffs and shit.
ECO.
What or Defiled.
Japanese hair metal band.
Defiled is actually Defiled's like Japanese Cryptopsy.
That's true. That's a good way of putting them.
Yeah,
I should check them out.
Bizarre songwriting. Again,
I mean,
called
what I like about
Defiled?
one of the newest bands from Japan that's really good is Devil Oof is really good.
I saw a video. God, I think is a unique leader that's actually issuing their shit out here.
What's going on, Ice Monkey? Welcome to the
It's
stream,
just
dude.
so expensive.
Another
I
good
want
friend
to
of
get their
mine.
shit, but I ain't gonna pay $200 for like a 4-track EP.
No. No.
That's
No,
so not
fuck
even worth it.
No.
Like, who the fuck wants to pay for that much for an EP?
Uber
I mean,
collectors.
Like, shoot, if someone gave me a fucking new band and it's like, hey, you want to pay $20 for this EP? I'm be like, no.
I was like, I heard you said five.
Speaking of Hell's Headbangers, I just put in a purchase for 2 CDs I found on there: Destruction, Eternal Devastation, and Incantation Upon the Throne of Apocalypse.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that's the way to listen to Mortal Throne and Nazarene, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The reverse
plan to
track
get
order,
Mortal
I think,
Throne eventually.
it makes it impact more. And plus, the fucking mix on that thing, on Upon the Throne of the Apocalypse, it's just so much fucking heavier. Like, Mortal Throne's a good album. I hate the gainy guitars on there. It just gets.
Yeah,
It
that
sounds
one does have some
oh,
weird production.
but I mean, like,
It's like Suffocation's breeding the spawn.
oh man, they need to fucking remaster that shit. The fucking Mud Factory.
The re-recordings are good though.
Yeah, see, and
That's like the only way I'll listen to that album because
yeah,
like the songs are not bad, but the
songs are
I can't.
great, dude. Marital Decimation,
Yeah,
I
the
think it's
songs
one
are
of their
great,
fucking
but-
best songs.
Dude, Bearing of Sorrow is fucking awesome.
Dude, the title track fucking whoops dick.
Fucking know that riff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it sucks Frank ain't gonna be in the band anymore. But I'm glad I got to see him whenever he's on that
Yeah.
final tour.
Now they get this rejected Loudwire vocalist that's sung in Graham's band.
Honestly, I think
No, it's gonna be
I thought they
Chris
had
Barnes.
Jimmy
Barnes.
now,
Lower than
or-
most.
yeah, I thought they had Jimmy from Disgorge.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, Ricky. Ricky from
Ricky. Goddamn, I always call him fucking Jimmy because I know they had
Who, Jimmy
the dude from
Block?
Pyrexia. Well, he was in Pyrexia for a while, and now he's in Alluvial. We saw him actually. Yeah, we saw him do stand in for Frank when we saw like Morbid Angel in like 2017. He did a good job.
I like him better than Ricky, honestly.
I've seen Ricky once, and I've seen I can't think of that dude's name.
I've seen John Gallagher with them once.
That would be fucking cool.
That would have been cool to see
It
live.
was fucking awesome. You can find on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of clips on YouTube of John singing with Suffocation.
I got to see him with Frank twice. Frank fucking kills it live. Like he's a great fucking front man.
That is true. He is great, And what I was surprised about, live, I wish they were
That's
like that on the album, is he actually shows a little more range live.
Yeah, a little bit. The
Gave me
one
a
thing with
subtitle
Frank was
better,
his vocal patterns, like his cadences were always very odd. Like they would come in at different spots, and they wouldn't necessarily be the most rhythmic thing, but they would be brutal as fuck, which is just kind of what I wanted.
Which, but I mean, he did a couple of like high screams live, and you never hear like anything like that on the CDs.
No.
I don't know if he did any high screams when we saw him. I mean, he was just fucking. They were just going through like that last tour with Frank. That set was fucking incredible.
Yeah, it was.
That
That
was.
was a good. That's
Yeah.
And I got to talk to Frank for like about 30 minutes after that show, and I was like, man, I just think he just was getting burned out, is why he hasn't been doing as much.
Well, he's got like a full time like regular job, I guess, and
I thought he works.
Yeah.
I
I
thought he
can't
works
be
as like
away.
a fucking actor.
Well, that's what he said. He was talking about like he was I'm trying to get into this whole acting thing. Like, why not? It's
You know what's so
Hey,
funny is like
right?
thinking about like you'll be hilarious if he was a fucking soccer coach for like little kids and kept on throwing medicine balls at them.
Hey, you fucking hit the ball hard.
Meatloaf did.
Or if you like growl
Meatloaf
at
was a
them.
soccer coach
Actually,
for little girls.
I think back in the 90s. No, I think back in the 90s when Exodus was broke up for a bit, I think Steve Sosa used to actually be a baseball coach. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I suppose I
Yeah,
guess.
because I listened to his podcast, and he was talking about like, I think it's when he was talking about Force of Habit. He was talking about like what he did after Exodus broke up for a bit, and he mentioned about just raising his family and becoming a coach. I think it was a baseball coach too.
I wonder what Pop Off did. Probably just was a baseball coach too, but he threw medicine balls at kids. So, stop being a poser.
Stop being a poser and take the
Stop
medicine
being a
balls
poser.
like
Take the medicine
There's
balls.
some blood upon the field. Die,
Yeah.
scum.
metal rules, and if you don't like it, die. My grandma
that
can
dude
make more
6
noise than
feet
this and
under
she's dead.
beat his ass.
See that kid in the other
Exactly.
jersey? Tear off a chunk of his fucking jersey and then tie it around your fucking
He
wrist.
has, he, has
Show
one
it
of
to
those,
him.
he has one of those baseball launchers and their medicine balls instead of baseballs, and he starts chucking them at fucking people that have 600 shirts.
Go up early and mind the
One
fucking
topic
field.
for everybody.
When did you hit that
If
home run, you
knocks
Chris
the
Barnes
shark
ever lost
fucking
his
ring.
job, what would he be if he wasn't a death metal vocalist? What would be Chris Barnes' job? I was gonna say
Oh,
plumber,
I don't know,
but
sucking dick.
Jiffy Lube. Jiffy Lube.
She
Change the
I was
oil.
gonna say Walmart.
Actually, oil would be the 40 weight he squeezes out of each fucking dreadlock.
Yeah, exactly.
Hair's all fucking lubed up now.
Dude,
I was gonna say
it's like, dude, if he gets his hair wet, it's like milking a cow. It's just like fucking.
hair probably hasn't been washed since 1997.
Yeah.
The lice don't like the water or the shampoo, and they're my
Dude,
friends.
his hair, dude,
But
his
the
hair
weeds
is.
were like too.
Dude,
is he
sometimes.
not living in that?
Listen, here's a good thing about Chris Barnes' hair. Listen, guys, listen.
There's
Here's
no
a
good thing about Chris, other than it's falling out.
Listen,
it's
listen, here's
revolting
the good thing
against
about
the
his hair.
skull. It wants to
It's
leave.
long enough. Listen, it's long enough to use as a mop, so it'll clean up the floor at the same time.
He would be a
His hair is
janitor at
filthy. You
Walmart.
can't clean it.
Janitor at
Like,
Walmart.
That's why it smells like shit.
turd fucking soap. Dreadlocks are
Drag
clean
it
up.
up fucking down, it smells
I
like
use the
fucking
mop and it's
disgusting.
dirtier. Oh, it's Chris Barnes' hair.
Hey, I guess he would make a good mopping because he could windmill, mopping the floor.
You know what?
Yeah.
You
I
definitely
take it
would,
back.
yeah.
Chris Barnes would be a greeter at Walmart. Walk into Walmart, go buy your shit and leave.
No, way better. Kmart.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
There's
Go
a
fuck
blue light
yourself.
special or some fucking lame shit back there. Don't talk to me. Wait, you like 6 feet under? All right,
Wait,
no, all right.
before you leave.
Aisle 3,
Wait,
fuck
leave.
off. Did you know I'm the best death metal singer of all time? Wait, hold on. Can I bum a cigarette?
What's going on, Ryan?
What's up? I am back.
We're just shit
What
talking
a
about
lie
Chris
for you to
Barnes.
pop in. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
talking about Chris Barnes again.
Oh, talking about that. Talking about
That's
that
become-
piece of shit.
That's becoming an every episode.
Excuse me, do
We're
you know
gonna
what
talk-
cars are?
I feel
Yeah, you
like-
go to the automotive section and get the fuck out of my face.
He's death metal.
He's
that
Ryan
guy.
fucking
His hair is
gremlin.
caught outside of a fucking window. He's on a bus.
Ryan, would he be your babysitter?
What?
Chris Barnes would be your babysitter.
Fuck no.
All right, we're gonna play.
I'll kill him with my. I'll
Monopoly.
kill him with my
Wait, hold
sword.
on.
before
This
you-
involves reading. I don't like it.
No, it's
Fuck out here.
funny if you beat him up with an Xbox controller.
Imagine him working in a nursing home.
Chris, you
God,
dropped
I
the
got so
dreadlock.
many.
You're like, oh, give me
I'll
that.
shove. I got some of these walking sticks. I'll shove one of them up his ass and then down his throat.
Walking stick.
Careful.
Yeah, I got two. I got a regular one with nothing on it, and I got one with a dragon on it. It's kind of one of those. It's a small one.
Careful,
Oh, I got-
he might be into that.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
like
this walking
tagline
stick feels so
is
fucking
"Eat
good.
grass and eat ass." Some shit. a pedal through my rectum.
Oh my god, it's even more funny. It's even more funny when he was on that fucking Honda commercial. Oh
yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was
Come and
hysterical.
get your car.
He was like
Dude.
singing the lyrics to fucking
Get your
Hammer
car.
Smash Face in the most cringiest way ever. It's like something inside this Honda. It's
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
I
this is
just-
so cringe.
It was like, well, the fact that he did the whole thing, I don't chill or anything like that when he had Jossa called him out. It was like, the fuck you don't? You did a car commercial. You're on a Cameo too. I don't chill. Fucking eat shit.
Somebody
Yeah,
rewrote
exactly.
the lyrics to "Stripped, Raped, and Strangled" in the fucking park or the car commercial. It's amazing.
What?
Okay.
It's a car
Hold on.
commercial.
They think they know who I am. All they know is I love my car. Price
I
down.
love my
Practically
car.
free. Find me before I buy more than 3.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on. I come alive in the front seat. Left my wife for this car fleet. Gleaming. Half dressed in my scene. It was so beautiful. I had to buy it.
It was so
You should
beautiful.
probably get a
I had
better
to buy
warranty. Oh my god. It felt so good to drive. Why?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Park on the mall. Come get your car.
Hey, he might be the new voice actor for Cookie Monster off the Sesame Street.
Dude,
God, no.
yeah,
They'll have to make
man.
a different Muppet. Actually, no, they could just put Barnes in there because he is.
No. No, we should get him for Yoda. It'd be even more funny.
Like
No,
Oscar the Grouch's
Oscar the
fucking
Grouch.
neighbor.
Yeah, Oscar.
No, Oscar
Yep.
the Grouch.
That's Chris Barnes.
Luke, you must challenge him for the throne.
No, I don't want to get that fucking close, man. He smells like fucking old
Challenge
diapers.
him, you must.
Hey, Oscar, they keep bitching about my death metal band 6 Feet Under and my vocals. What do I
That's
do?
because it sucks. Like, what? Ah, that's no,
Sorry,
you
I
think?
need to retire, you dreadlock fuck.
God, it's probably Oscar's roommate too. It's like, no, I want to get out of the can. It's horrible down here. You dropped the dreadlock. I didn't drop it. It fell out, and I'm sad. Get the duct tape and put it back on. Don't leave me, dreadlock. I named you.
He ties it back in. He ties it back in like it's a rope.
There it is. Good as new. No,
I
no,
wonder
no,
if
no.
Fucking Rapunzel uses hair to fucking climb out of
Imagine if Kermit's walking by and he sees Barnes in the can. Hey, who's this dreadlock motherfucker over here?
I don't know. It just moved.
Okay,
in. Listen,
all right.
Sesame Street's going to shit. All right, we need to get him out of here. I brought my own.
All jokes aside on Chris Barnes' dreadlocks. All jokes aside on Chris Barnes' dreadlocks. I love him. You know, not Chris Barnes, but the guy I'm about to mention. I bet you he has more gnarly dreadlocks as Brian Barr from Shadows Fall.
Brian Ferry, yeah.
Brian
Yeah,
Ferry,
that's
Brian
And a
Ferry,
way better vocalist.
they're still
He
there.
is a better
Like, he's
vocalist,
still
but
got
those
them too,
dreadlocks-
and I was surprised.
how bad do you think those are?
When I met him years ago, and they were fucking so long back then, and I had to ask him. I was like, "All right, dude, I got to ask you, like, the dreads, man. Like, how much does all that shit weigh?" I was like, "Dude, seriously, when I get out of the shower, because contrary to popular belief, you wash your hair a lot, like with bar soap, and that gets them to bound up." He's like, "Yeah, when I get out of the fucking shower, I feel like my neck's gonna fucking break. Like, literally just, oh god."
Like they literally go down to the
And he
floor.
still got them. I mean, when I met him, he was really nice too.
Dude, he was a super nice dude. He was cool as fuck.
He seems like he'd be real cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's in this
Oh, yeah,
fucking
I mean-
airport.
Like when I met Corey Taylor, you know, a lot of people don't like Corey Taylor. When I met him, I actually got to meet him for free. You know, everybody else paid money.
Oh
I
wow.
had to meet Chris. I met Chris. Not Chris Barnes. The drummer for Celtic Frost.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. Which,
Martin Van Ain, I think it was.
Oh, Martin Ergane. He was bassist.
No, the
Bassist,
drummer. It was
yeah.
the drummer of Celtic Frost. He dropped on a 2 Megatherion. And
Reed St. Mark.
yep, Reed St.
Yeah.
Mark. There it is.
Reed St. Mark, yeah.
I didn't get a chance to meet Corey Taylor, but he did. Like when Stone Sour played here years ago, they were going to do an encore, and fucking their drummer fell off the riser and broke his fucking leg and had to get rushed.
Oh shit!
So Corey came out with the rest of the band just drinking a beer. I was like, all right, so story time. Here's what happened. So we had a whole other bunch of songs we were gonna play, but we can't, and then we got to wait for everybody to get out of the hospital. So I'm just gonna be floating around drinking and come by and say hi. Come by and talk. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna get drunk. Yeah, he just floated around and hung out with like everyone at the fucking venue.
Nice.
That's how it was with the guy from Stabbing Westworth. When I met him 2 years ago, he was a really cool guy. They got done playing. He literally hopped down off the stage and drank with like everybody. And he was like inviting people to their hotel room that was across the street. Was like, anybody want to come hang out over here? Go ahead. So me and my friend went over there and hanged out with them for a couple of hours. Smoked a couple of blunts.
Nice.
I didn't even think Stabbing Westward was around anymore.
I don't think
They got back together 2 years ago.
What's funny?
Funny
Funny Corey Taylor story. Actually, I remembered a long time ago when that metal show existed, and Corey was on there the first time. With Night Ranger, and it was during the Stump the Trunk. I know it's weird, Corey Taylor and Night Ranger, but it was a cool episode. During the Stump the Trunk segment, somebody asked him during Slipknot's Madison Square Garden gig who smoked out Corey Taylor, and he was like, "This guy, Don, right here." And he's like, "Yeah, I cleared the entire after party." And Corey describes it. He's like, "It was so bad. It was like a fart that could end a marriage. I had to leave because I literally walked in and was like, ooh." And he's like, "I'm in Slipknot, for God's sakes, legendary." And then Don's like, "Yeah, when the whole band came backstage and I was hanging out, and Corey walks in, he goes, 'Oh, it smells like beer and shit in here,' and never came back after that."
Oh God!
Dude, I was talking to Jeff the other night. He was talking about how like back when fucking Matt and Mike used to drink.
Let me get going.
Oh, all right, dude.
Oh, okay, Xavier.
Peace out, man.
Yeah, who's the craziest person you've ever met, and what is the craziest thing? Who's the craziest musician you've met, and the craziest thing you've done with them? Like for me, when I was like 12,
Seth fucking Putnam.
I met Spider.
That's easy. That's easy, dude. Dude. I've seen. He literally gave me he literally signed a Bible and said "fuck you" in it, and then he gave it to me. I'm like, okay.
Who's Spider?
It was like a week before he died.
I'm talking about Spider from Power Man. I was like 12 years old when I met him and did like 4 lines of cocaine with him.
Oh God!
Oh fuck!
God,
holy shit!
Yeah, Spider was kind of crazy. It was a crazy con. And he was like,
Wow.
"Want some acid too, kid?" And I was like, "I'm good. I'm a little," he was all doing all kinds of crazy shit. They were fucked up.
Wow, you met Bill Goldberg, their Ice Surf fan forever.
Oh,
Nice.
Well, back in '99.
I hope he's finally fucking done.
Yeah.
He keeps coming back. It's like, buddy, you're like 50 something. Get the fuck out of here.
He's still built like a brick shithouse, but
I honestly thought he should have been done after that disaster with Undertaker 3 years ago.
Dude, that was a match that happened 15 years.
Yeah,
that happened in 2002. Not fucking 2017 or whatever it was.
No.
Yeah, that was. Luckily, they both ended up redeeming themselves afterwards.
Yeah,
like Goldberg got.
Goldberg got. He squashed. Yeah, he squashed.
It was a disaster.
Then he had a match with Ziggler, and it was just a squash.
And Taker had that tag match with Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon.
Yeah,
and that was really good.
I keep hearing Stone Cold Steve Austin might come back. It's like, no, don't come back.
He ain't gonna have a match.
Thankfully, that match might have been scrapped because they just had KO is now and KO and Seth are in like a triple threat tag team match for the Raw tag team title. So I think that match that Stone Cold versus KO match might not be happening.
I don't see Austin
Vince's
having a match.
biggest problem.
What's going on, Cabal?
I don't know
Cabal's
anything about wrestling.
I know Cabal's an old school wrestling fan.
Well, actually, funny enough, here in a few weeks at a local mall, 45 minutes from here in Ashland, Kentucky, Kane's gonna be there, and I might actually get to meet him.
Damn.
That's gonna be. I can't imagine how I'm gonna be looking up at him like, good God, you make me look small.
I'm gonna say he's even taller than I am, and I'm pretty tall.
Hey,
he's like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, he ain't
I'm
7 foot
I'm
anymore. Neither is Taker. Taker ain't that tall anymore.
He's still fairly tall. 6'8",
Yeah, I mean,
6'9".
Yeah,
thought
considering
Taker was,
he did,
almost
he
seven.
could. Yeah, he was like 6'10" or something like that, but because
Yeah.
of all the, he said, I think you said upwards of 17, 18 surgeries. Yeah, the 17, 18 surgeries. I'm just like, yeah, he's not 6'10" anymore.
No.
At least the Undertaker's finally getting inducted into the WWE
Yes.
Hall of Fame.
I am hoping.
Yeah.
I am hoping that for this year's Hall of Fame, it's just Taker, nobody
Me
else.
too.
That would be-
Nobody
that would
else.
be
Solo,
fun.
That's what me and Ryan were saying.
If it's going to be somebody else, it's going to have to be somebody that's been involved with Taker.
Batista.
But did he pull out? I think that would make more
Well,
sense.
well, yeah. The only reason he pulled out last year was because he wanted to wait until fans were back for the induction.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think he'd be
would go
coming
in.
back, and it make more sense because
Yeah.
he's a part of the streak with Taker. So Batista, that makes perfect
That,
sense.
and the best feud of 2007.
I personally prefer Taker versus Edge, though. That was
That's a
Yeah,
good feud.
yeah.
But
Taker
all that
Edge at
wrestling stuff
24
is
was
fake, though. You know, it ain't real raw talent. It's all
Taker
fake.
versus Shawn Michaels is still probably the best.
all those
streak,
two. Oh my God, yes.
That 4-match run, the 2 with Shawn and then the 2 with Triple H.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
4 straight classics.
The only matches I probably freaking cared about at that point because fucking
Yeah.
damn.
And unfortunately, I was there to see the streak end.
I
Yeah.
had to see on a website just to
They
see
should
what
have
happened.
never done that.
I remember me and my buddy Scott watched that on pay-per-view, and we just dropped our
Remaining
freaking
30.
faces like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
I was with the whole crowd. I was with the whole crowd when that happened. I
Oh.
literally was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I mean, I can
They should've
remember
never
before
ended the
that
streak.
happened, we were disappointed in the match to begin with. We're like, oh, this match sucked so far. It's nothing
Yeah.
like the 2002 matches.
Thankfully, they redeemed themselves the next year in the SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell matches. Those were great.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who else could be inducted along with Taker. Right? We mentioned Batista. Is Michelle McCool in the Hall of Fame yet?
No.
Okay, that
Yeah,
would make
King
sense because
definitely-
that would
King
make
definitely
sense.
do it.
What
Sorry,
about
guys.
Mankind?
I think he
Foley's
might be-
already in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's already in.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, like, if they do it where
Who
it's
else?
just... I'm thinking if they do just Taker, I'd have multiple people induct him. Like, a whole bunch of guys come in and induct him.
Yeah, but
his
like a-
closest friends and
What if
biggest
they-
feuds, like
Trying to remember
They
Kane,
inducted
Foley.
Kane as well, or do you think he?
Well,
I
Kane's
think he was.
already inducted.
Yeah, he was already last year. He was
Last
last year. Yeah, he was last
Oh,
year.
that's right.
They should have.
yeah.
They should have
I
saved.
forgot that.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah, they should have
Kane
saved
for
him
this year.
for this year. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
they
would've
should
made
have
more
inducted
sense.
them together probably.
But yeah, I could see. But yeah, I can see. Yeah, like the guys who would induct them all at once, like Kane, Foley, Austin, Shawn, Triple H, Batista,
Taker.
Randy Orton, Bruce Pritchard, Vince.
Definitely not
Who
Hogan.
else? Who else?
Yeah, fucking
Nah.
Yeah, not Hogan.
Hogan.
Not Hogan. No, no. I'm trying to think who.
Rikishi.
Maybe Bret Hart.
But
Yeah.
Rikishi died.
That's a good
Taker
one
were
back in the
friends.
day.
Didn't Rikishi die?
No,
he's
you're
still alive.
thinking.
Oh.
You're thinking. The only other big man that might have passed away, Yoko, but he passed
Yeah.
away.
He passed away quite a
22
while
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, he passed
Yeah,
away.
but 2000.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
if
think who
Yoko
else.
was still around, he'd be an.
They said he was
no-brainer.
like-
Oh,
They said
yeah.
he was like
They were
really cool.
best friends.
They said he was like really cool, Yoko.
I mean,
Yeah,
hell,
Yoko
funny
and Taker were
story.
tight.
Yeah, funny story. Like during Taker's Last Ride documentary, where he's telling stories in the final episode, he's talking about how they were in Kuwait together. They couldn't drink any alcohol there, so they were getting a little stir crazy, playing cards, and Taker was just lighting matches and flicking them up in the air. One of them went in Yoko's little knot he had in his hair, and his hair's on fire. And they're like, "Oh crap, we gotta put you out!" And they start punching and pounding him.
Oh
And
God,
Yoko
no!
laughed off like,
Man.
"Oh, you guys got me."
For being a big guy, that dude. For being a big guy, man, that dude could go in the ring. Holy shit!
And was safe,
Yokozuna.
unlike Mabel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna
course,
go
yeah.
ahead and bounce for right now. If it's back on, maybe in about an hour, I might go back.
All right, Cliff, good having you on, dude.
Yeah, let my
Alright,
phone
man.
charge up for a little bit because it's about dead.
All right, man. Yeah,
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
and
just
then
trying to
like
think
another,
I'm just trying to
yeah, and
remember
then
who
the other
else.
funny. I remember another funny Yokozuna story that Stone Cold told on his Hot Ones episode. They were in South Africa doing a tour. And he's like, and Austin's like, well, when you do overseas travel, there's a dietary change, and you never know what's going to happen. But during the match I had with Yoko, he picked me up and slammed me, and something went south. Thankfully, I was wearing black trunks. And,
I heard
during-
that story.
yeah, and we had to cut the match 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, Yoke, let's go home. And he's like, okay, bro.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah,
He took
there was
the
that
shit
one
or
time where Yokozuna shit himself, and he was going to do that bonsai drop on Bret Hart.
Oh,
and, like,
God.
Bret Hart changed the match on the fly, and just
Apparently,
Rolled out of
Andre
the
used
way.
to do a lot of that shit
I'm
too.
not taking that shit.
No.
Who would? Like, who would?
Oh my
think there-
God!
I think there was a match with Andre and Iron Sheik way back in the '80s because Andre hated Iron Sheik and he shit on him. Then he
No.
pursued
There was
him in the
another
ring.
one. There was another one. I think it had to do with Bad News Brown in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one too.
So Bad News browned his pants.
No, Andre sat on Bad News Brown.
Yeah, he hated Bad News Brown. Yeah, if you
Oh,
got
God,
on,
now that
if you
makes
got
me
on
think-
Andre's bad side, you got the shit beat out of you.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny. Jake Roberts tells a funny story about Andre. They were doing this long run of shows together in like 89, 90. I think it was 89. And Jake describes it as there's nothing more dangerous than having to deal with a playful giant. And they did this one match, and Andre's literally sitting on Jake's side, and Jake's like, and I feel this vibration on my arm, and I'm like, and the referee's walking by, and he goes, Andre, what are you doing? Why are you laughing? I'm farting. Oh my God! And Jake's like, yeah, he's farting on me.
arm is
And then-
vibrating.
Then the referee comes back 15 seconds later. What are you laughing at now? I'm still farting.
Dude.
Pretty funny.
And then Jake's like, and then afterwards it looked like there was a wine stain on my arm. I didn't know what it was until it came off.
When Hulk Hogan first started, he used to be scared to death of Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
The
telling
Princess
the story
Bride.
like how he used to grow up and shit before having matches with Andre back in the early '80s.
There was a story about a giant fart that Andre unleashed on the set of The Princess Bride. Like it was silent. They were getting ready to shoot, and then everyone heard this sound, this massive sound like a bullhorn. And he fucking just tore ass. And Rob Reiner literally looked over at him, like, "You okay, Andre? I'm good now, boss." Yeah.
Oh God! Now that made me think of another one. Pat Patterson tells a story about Andre. They're driving in a van, heading to a show in Boston, I think. And because Pat was known to be a fucking ribber among ribbers and prank people, and he's like, "Hey, Andre, we're gonna get next to the car with the other wrestlers. I want you to open the sliding door and show your ass to them." Okay, boss, no problem. And then when he opens the door and he pulls his pants down, it wasn't the other wrestlers he mooned, it was an old couple.
Holy shit!
Boss was like, man miscalculated. Either way, they got a souvenir.
See the big 500-pound ass.
Oh my god.
Anybody want the peanut? James.
Oh god.
Yeah, no vid tomorrow, James. I put it up for Wednesday. I wanted the t-shirt video to circulate a little bit more.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to win the freaking. Hopefully, when it happens, I want to win the Bandcamp thing. I don't care about the other thing.
Oh no, it's an entire package. There's the shirt,
The entire
the vinyl, and the Bandcamp. So,
oh damn! I didn't know.
I mean, it's 10,000. We figure we might as well go big, man. Spend some fucking money on Bandcamp. Support all the bands.
Yeah, I got.
True, man.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of albums I need to get, and all of them so far are 2022.
So far, there's been some really fucking good albums that I'm still.
Yeah.
I'm really into this New Zealand Ardor album. I really fucking dig it.
Yeah,
I'm
John
into
was
that
talking about that
Nights album.
Dude,
I'm waiting for the new Fetus album. That's gonna be killer.
Dude, I can't fucking wait.
I
Yeah,
can't
New
wait
creator,
for
that's ready for
This bad boy, Descent, Order of Chaos, HM2 fucking gnar. Oh,
I need to check
what am I waiting for? We got what is coming? Oh yeah, the Above album. What else is there? I'm waiting for.
I'm not feeling those singles, man. I'm kind of dreading because I'm going to review it because I mean I'm a long time Immortal fan, but
Let me look what I got coming up. What's coming up?
So this weekend we got Allegiant.
A covers album from
Hammerfall, Death Hammer,
Corpse Grinder,
Ooh,
album,
Death
yeah,
fucking
Corpse
killer.
Grinder,
Guns N' Roses Hard School EP, Scorpions Rock Believer, and then we got in March Crowbar, Sabaton,
Midnight, Sabaton, yes.
Crowbar's not this week.
No, Crowbar's March.
Okay, all right. We're in March.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else is there? Oh, Michael Romeo.
All right, take care, Cabal. Thanks for stopping by, man.
We got April, Meshuggah.
Later, James.
Take care, James.
We got
Watain,
Necrogomicon.
Pretty good.
Sentient Horror.
Oh, I can't wait till the new Violence EP comes out in March.
Yeah, that's coming out. Yeah.
And then in June. Yeah, and then in June, two big ones: Creator and Porcupine Tree.
Yes.
And Guar too.
Yeah, Guar.
Three big ones. Yeah, Guar, the new Dark Ages.
Huh.
What do we got in May? There's only Hailstorm, 3 Days Grace, James LaBrie solo album, and Coheed and Cambria. That's pretty much it.
So far for May, I found a few underground things I want to check out, like Sadist and Depressed Mode.
Oh yeah, they're on there too. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Axel Rudy Pell.
New Axel Rudy Pell track's good.
Udo covers album.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh yeah,
Kirk Hammett solo album.
That's gonna be interesting.
I'm still gonna listen to it.
I don't have any real expectations for that one, but who knows? It might surprise me.
It might be really good. Yeah.
True.
Also in May we have
I just the whole wah pedal shit.
I mean,
Get on it.
What would he do without his wah pedal?
Well,
yeah,
true.
I mean that's you can't be separated from that.
What he did on Kill 'Em on Ride the Lightning, where he wasn't using wah pedal.
Oh yeah, and also in April, new Fozzy album. Can't wait to hear what Jericho's got in store.
Boombox, yeah.
I always like Jericho's vocals.
Let's see. Actually, I'm looking at March.
Also in May we have Matt Hafey from Trivium's
Ibaraki.
Really black metal project.
His black metal project. His son.
It's more like blackened metalcore. Or blackened
I was thinking, blackened Trivium. It's kind of like Device, that David Dryman thing. It just sounds that's more like industrialized Disturbed.
It's Disturbed. It's just Disturbed.
Yeah, it's industrialized Disturbed. That's all it is.
I would have liked Matt to go like full black metal because there's potential there for an actual black metal project. But
the dude's a really good musician.
He's a
Yes.
great guitar
Yeah.
player. Holy crap, he's
And
good.
he's a solid songwriter. There's no need for clean vocals in a Blackened project there. Just
Yeah.
let it be him
I
and
agree.
Isan. Isan
And he's
is
working with Ishan.
Great on
yeah,
the screen.
I mean, that dude is an amazing musician too. Like his solo albums, I've been a fucking giant fan of those.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I got Arctis for a reason.
Oh, it's
damn
him
it.
from Emperor.
Isan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isan. Yeah.
Isan. I can never pronounce the
I
name.
think it's
right.
Isan. Isan.
It's
I say
something like
Isan.
that.
I've
I've
heard
been saying that for
Ishan.
I
years.
say Ism. It's Isan, actually.
Ishan, yeah, Ishan, yeah.
Yeah, that dude has so much talent.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
God.
I mean, hell, and
I need to
if
get
you
those.
want proof, and like for
That's
people,
why
if you want,
and that's
yeah, I
why
was gonna
Emperor's
say
my
for-
favorite black metal band.
yeah.
Ooh,
I'm
favorite?
starting to like him real.
Man, I mean they're
I
up there.
think Emperor's
I
album,
told-
I
Smoke
Have
the Dust.
Delivery is really
I
underrated.
still like Dark Throne a little bit more.
I like
I
Dark
wouldn't
Throne
even
because they
put
just
Dark
did
Throne.
whatever the fuck they wanted.
Eternal
Yeah.
Halts was
If I
a
had-
killer album, I thought.
Eternal Hells, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Eternal
dude,
Hells.
Dude, Old Star still whoops ass. I
Old
changed
Star
that
is
again.
my
Gotta get
I'd
that.
be like that.
Old Star's my second favorite Dark Throne album.
That was number 4
That's a damn good album.
or 5 for me on my list. I know. I mean,
What would I have?
nothing touches "A Blaze in the Northern Sky." That is
No.
one of the best black metal albums ever.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
But I was trying to remember. Oh yeah, well, like with Matt Hafey doing black metal, it's like for like the people who think he can't write black metal.
Oh, he can.
There's potential there. I just wish he would
Yeah,
go like full on black metal and stop doing.
But
Gotta
yeah,
commit.
the
Fucking, like-
cleans on top.
Yeah,
of
you
it.
gotta-
hear a
you got-
trivia
yeah.
match in the 2 songs, and the cleans are obviously like pretty forced, honestly.
Let's see. Um,
Yeah.
So yeah,
another one
potential
from
there,
Rich.
but
I have my eye on.
Yes, Chris.
half-
Yeah, Chris Barker. Yes, Impera.
half
definitely.
And
all
I
the
guess
wor-
apparently,
all that the world's promised. Another good band. They kind of sound like a more aggressive Hypocrisy.
Yeah, I was looking at specifically Bandcamp or what the albums I want to get if I end up winning or something like that. What did I have on the list? I think I had the new Author and Punisher. I had the Corpse Grinder, Pike versus the Automaton because I might be curious.
It's a weird.
And
fucking
what was
album,
the
man.
other one? Oh, the
Oh,
Abath
man.
album. Those were the 4 I had, and that was like at least
another
total
one.
74-22.
Another one that's coming out this week, I think most people didn't know about until just recently. Dave Grohl's Demon Widow.
I do want to
That's
check that
coming
out.
this week. Yeah,
Wait,
I mean,
yeah, that song
Yeah,
is
that-
pretty interesting. That
Dude,
they
I
dropped.
Yeah,
dug it. I mean,
Mark's
it only has a
insane.
couple of
That was
parts
good.
to it, but it sounds good.
hmm
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
yeah,
this year we might
Midnight
get
comes out next month too.
new Suffo maybe this year, but it's gonna be weird without Frank, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think about that every time. It's like, oh man, new Suffocation. Yeah. I mean, all right. Terrence is still there. Terrence is the heart and soul of that band, and fuck, dude, his riff work is still fucking incredible. So
Yeah, he still rips it, man.
Yeah.
plays at a fucking super high level. That interview we did with Kane from the Amenta, he was actually talking about like when Suffocation played in Perth, and they helped them out, I guess, find a rehearsal space. Like, yeah, this was just before the show. Like, they don't play Australia very often because, you know, Australia is kind of difficult to get to, but they were consummate professionals. Like, they could have dialed it in and just like, all right, we can just fucking, you know, we don't need really practice. We're just here and then we're gone. But it's like, no, we found them a rehearsal space. They practiced, you know, got themselves super fucking ready, and then they just tore into this set. I was like, yeah, the professionalism and the tight musicianship, you got to fucking appreciate that.
Oh yeah, the new
Yeah.
Hammerfall coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hammerfall. I'm
that's
definitely gonna
Hammerfall.
check that out.
Avril Lavigne's still around?
Same.
What?
Yeah,
I'm shocked at this
Yeah,
point.
she's on
37 and
they've
still
been-
looks like she's in her 20s.
I know.
Yeah, she's
It's
done.
insane.
She's one of those that's
hot girl.
yeah. They announced recently. I think a while back they announced the When We Were Young festival, and she's on that bill.
Oh god,
Headliners.
I do not like
are
a
My
single
Chemical
band
Romance.
on that bill.
Right.
Yeah, they
I
got My
agree.
Chemical Romance at freaking Paramore.
No.
as the headliner.
No.
I saw one that replaced it
we
with.
get to
I
that
saw
now.
one that replaced it with all new metal bands.
That actually would have been
I'd much
accurate
rather
in
go
terms of
to
my
that, honestly.
teenage years and like teens and early 20s. It's I don't know, kind of like that cusp because the thrash stuff the thrash and death metal would probably be when I was like early teens, but later teens was definitely the new metal that was taking over. So
Yeah, I was.
But yeah, I went to Ozfest. I already did the When We Were Young tour.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here. I was like, and all the stupid restrictions for that list. It's like, yeah, it's not even worth it.
It's not worth it on the lineup alone.
63
I mean,
bands.
there's some bad. No, there. It was now at that point. I think 3 confirmed days.
3 confirmed days of me not being there.
In October, in the cold.
Oh, I can. Deal
Where are
with
they at?
weather, dude. I've
I'm
been
trying to
at
remember where
shows
they
where it's
at,
completely
but-
rained out or it's like 100 fucking degrees. I adapt.
Yeah.
I know Ozfest 2010 when I went, it rained like crazy.
Oh, 2010, yeah.
I got a 2nd degree fucking sunburn on my face for
Because of like,
2.
Damn.
I
I
remember-
remember seeing that.
I remember Black Label canceled at that Ozfest that I went to in Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah, I remember
thought
that lineup. I'm trying to
Dude,
remember
I
who was
thought a
on that-
riot was going to fucking break out. And people were
In New
pissed.
Jersey, dude? Like that's home.
Yeah,
For
Right.
Zag.
Who,
That's
I remember
weird.
Yeah,
who was on the.
yeah, he canceled
I'm trying to
because of the
remember.
weather. And people were pissed.
Wow.
It's like, dude, it's an outdoor
Can't
festival.
remember.
Unless there's tornadoes, you fucking just deal with it.
Then
Yeah.
you had Drowning Pool on that Ozfest, which didn't really.
Yeah,
interest
they were.
me.
Kingdom of
Goat
Sorrow
Horde was
were
on
on there. Yeah, Goat Horde. Yeah, there
Yeah.
were. Ozzy, I know Ozzy was on there. Who was part of the headline? Was Non-Point one of those that was on the headline?
Oh, Catechism was on that Ozfest. They were
Cataclysm.
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
that's some of those bands you mentioned were the first time I ever heard about them. Kingdom of Sorrow as well. I'm trying to
Then
remember who
Halford,
else was on that.
Halford performed solo,
Yeah, that was pretty damn cool.
and the headlining act was Motley Crue.
Uh,
Well, before Ozzy. Actually, Crue sounded pretty good on that set. I gotta admit,
And then they
they
started.
did
They
play
had
a
their
lot
own.
of like the earlier stuff.
Who was on the bill? Yeah, there's Motley Crue. Okay, Ozzy, Motley Crue, Halford, Devil Driver. Yeah, Non-Point was on there. And then who was second stage? We had Black Label. You said they pulled out. Drowning Pool, Kingdom of Sorrow, Goat Horse, Skeleton Witch, Cataclysm.
Oh yeah,
Saviors.
Skeleton
That was
was good too.
yeah.
I never got to
That's
see him with
I ended-
Chance. I got to see him with the new frontman.
Whoa.
Chance was a bit of a lush, like detrimental.
yeah. The year after they were on Ozfest, I ended up getting Forever Abomination from them.
Good album. They really don't have a bad
Hell
album,
fucking yeah.
honestly.
Those first 3, oh my fucking god! were
Oh, Beyond
so
the Permafrost is
fucking good.
probably the one I go to.
Yeah,
the
I
most-
was. That was the first time. That was the first one I listened to.
Oh, man, but I mean, shit. Serpents Unleashed. That one's damn good too. I don't know. Like I said, they
Yeah.
really don't have. Yeah, no. Skeleton
No,
Witch.
Serpents Unleashed was.
Yeah,
That was the last
Serpents?
one for I think it was Chance Garrett or Garnett.
What was the?
It was
What was the old
Yeah.
album?
front man.
There was an-
yep.
a lot
was
of
the
problems
08
with
album?
alcohol. But yeah,
forgot
they
what
ended
the
up
08
getting
album was for them.
they got the front man from Wolfhammer. It was like a blackened sludge metal band.
Wow.
I think that's it.
He was good. That's who we saw him with, and they fucking nailed it. The albums. He's on one EP, and then he's on Devouring Radiant Light, which was definitely more of just a straight up black metal album. Like it still had some thrashy sections, but it wasn't like Beyond the Permafrost or any of that shit.
All right, take care, John. Good night, bro.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna head out too. I need to get some sleep and shit.
Word.
But
All right, man.
it's fun to talk to y'all once again.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's been a blast.
A lot of different
Yeah.
shit for reviews this week. Be fun.
Nice. Yeah. Then there's 08. I wish I could have gone to that because that was also in Texas. Metallica and Ozzy. Oh.
So, the last
That was-
Ozfest I went to was 05, and that was the year Sweden essentially took over because you had the Haunted, In Flames, and Soilwork and Arch Enemy.
Yep.
Good time. I think they had.
That's a good hard dust.
I think that.
Oh, yeah, the headliners. You gotta look at you. Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Mudvayne, Shadows Fall, Black Label Society, and In Flames. Yeah. Then we got Rob Zombie, Killswitch Engage, As I Lay Dying, Mastodon.
Trivium.
I can't really tell who the other one is. Black Dahlia Murder, Trivium, Soilwork, The Haunted, Bury Your Dead, Arch Enemy, and more. Damn.
Yeah. Oh. Let's
Mudvayne,
see.
I knew about at that point.
Arch Enemy had
I knew about
Gus G with Michael Ahmad because that was another point where he and Chris were fighting because
wait, what
he
band?
and Chris fight.
Arch Enemy, yeah.
Yeah.
They had a
They had Gus? Wow.
The Amat brothers do not seem to get along at all. I think Chris Amat's still in Dark Tranquility right now.
Wasn't one of them in Carcass?
Oh yeah, Michael.
Oh yeah, this might have been been the Ozfest where
He was on Necroticism and Heart Work.
Yeah,
I think this might have been the Ozfest with I think this might have been the Ozfest where I think somebody in Maiden had problems with Sabbath or something like that.
No, it was Bruce had problems with Sharon, of course.
Yeah, but it was. I knew it was Bruce.
It was a
And
clash
they
of
were never
alpha
on
personalities there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just hope on the next Arch Enemy album they actually let Jeff Loomis write on it.
I don't think they will. I mean, it'd be awesome if he did. Honestly, like, let him write another badass solo album. But
hell, fucking yes.
But
or another Concrete Dystopia album. I'd love another Concrete Dystopia album.
Well, with that one, he's got to wait for the other guys to get free too. Which Alex Rudiger drums for like every fucking band.
I mean,
he was in Whitechapel for a bit and then he left.
I mean, it just sucks that Jeff Loomis is there as just a hired gun because we know he can write.
Oh, yeah.
Hell fucking yeah.
At the same time, I mean, all right, you join a band with, again, another primary songwriter, and I don't think Michael Amott is going to, release the reins because he's got a formula right now, and despite me not liking, like, the last few Arch Enemy albums...
Yeah, they're not very good.
They sell. Everyone likes Alyssa... What's her tits?
Alicia White Gloves.
I like D'Angelo better.
Alyssa's a better singer. Like, flat out, she really is.
She is.
But Angela Gassa was a great front woman. And I think Alyssa is too, but I don't know, like, everything, it just seems so fucking hot topic the fuck out. Like, I can't.
That's what I hate.
Yeah, like the blue hair and shit.
She's got, like, she has her own line of clothing that's all shredded shit. And, like, I don't give a fuck. We're a metal team.
It's like at least Angela looked metal.
Yeah, because she would go on there, she had a ripped up fucking metal tee, like it was like a legit band that was like, yeah, no, I like this band. It was like, cool. But
I just think Angela's a more badass vocalist.
I've heard 2 tracks from the new Arch Enemy, and one I thought was pretty good. One I thought was like pretty damn heavy. Like it kind of like
was it Deceivers?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, like Doomsday Machine era, like Arch Enemy. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Then I heard one they let Alyssa sing, which she is a great singer, but I mean, she didn't come into that band singing, which I always thought was weird because her stuff in The Agonist, like she has an incredible voice and like a really wild range.
Yeah, she can definitely sing.
I think I'm not a big fan of Arch Enemy, but I think on one of their earlier albums, it might have been their last album, she like had some clean vocal parts in the background, but in this new song, she straight up has a clean chord. It's like
not
kind of
bad.
jarring.
Now the Arch Enemy albums that get ignored is with the original vocalist.
Oh, Leva, Johann Leva.
Yeah. I think those are good albums, especially
dude.
Stigmata.
Yeah, Stigmata. Burning Bridges.
Burning Bridges is a great album too.
I mean, the first song I ever heard by him was "Beast of Man." I don't think he's a great vocalist.
No, he's definitely.
Yeah, I don't really like his.
Beast of Man.
Yeah.
So, but the music's cool on them albums. I agree, his vocals are quite the greatest.
But yeah, that stuff. I mean, that was definitely more like raw and ugly. Like I hate the fact that like Arch Enemy is kind of turned into like you can do it metal. Like you can ascend the mountain and climb the thing, and you can then pat you on the back. You're doing a great job. Like
I don't like that.
Stop it.
At least bands like Hatebreed do that, and they're still like heavy and pissed off.
But yeah, see, that's the thing. Like that for me, like that's endearing for Hatebreed because that's what they do. Like Arch Enemy started off as like dark and foreboding. Hatebreed's always been like, listen, you gotta stand up for yourself, you gotta get up, eat a balanced breakfast, drink your orange juice, don't take any shit from anyone, especially the school bus there. You know, be nice to the nerdy kid, he might help you out with your homework, stand up for yourself. I already said that, fuck that, let's just keep going. Spin. But yeah, that's Hatebreed. That's Jamie Josta.
I mean, they're cool guys. I mean, I met them several times back in the 2000s.
Yeah,
I mean,
Josta's a
they've
legit
always been
dude.
cool when I met them. Yeah, like Jamie Josta really cool when I met him.
And I mean, again, I have this connection to that like '90s hardcore shit that I was huge into on Victory Records. Hatebreed, Satisfaction is the Death of Desire. It was
that's
a fucking album.
It's an amazing
album. Dude, I heard Before Dishonor is like that. That is how I feel 90% of the time. Yes.
Yeah, I remember like one of my earlier jobs. I was like 20 at the time. And one of the coworkers I worked with at the time was playing Hatebreed, the first album. And I heard it from his vehicle because we were on lunch break. And I'm like, dude, what are you listening to? And he's like, oh, this is Hatebreed. I'm like, this fucking sounds killer, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so that would have been before, you know, they really took off.
That was what, 96?
97. I think it came out in 97.
97. It might be 97, yeah.
But this would have been around 99. Probably 99 when I first heard it.
Yeah, I think that's
cool.
Yeah, like I said, I've been listening to them. Yeah, 97. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that Strife was another huge one. Of course, Sick of It All, because eventually, if you listen to hardcore, you're going to find yourself listening to Sick of It All at some point.
Vision of Disorder.
Yeah, oh, dude, Imprint. Holy fucking shit, dude. That album is just scathing. Yeah, Marauder. God, there were
even like early Biohazard.
Oh, dude, I still love State of the World Address and Urban Discipline. Urban Discipline's my shit.
Such a great album.
Shades of Grey. That song fucking still whoops ass, dude. Danny Schuler was a fucking beast of a drummer too.
Let's see, yet Propane.
Never really got into Propane, but I know Ren's a giant Propane fan.
Yeah, I guess they're still around putting out albums.
Yep. He actually played me some. I was like, dude, this doesn't sound bad. This sounds pretty fucking good.
Yep. Oh
man.
Yeah, there was a bunch
In
of
Cold Blood, Blood for Blood. Yeah, it was a different side of heaviness, and I don't know that sort of connection. But yeah, like Arch Enemy doing that, I'm kind of tired of it. I want him to get pissed off and at least moderately evil.
Right, I agree. I'd like to see them get angry again.
You know, I mean, in terms of like melodic death metal, I mean, if you haven't checked out that new Night Rage album, it's fucking good. That new Night Rage.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I honestly haven't listened to Night Rage since the first album, which had Gus G on guitar at the time.
Yep. Thomas Lindbergh.
I haven't really kept up after that album.
I think one pretty underrated melodic death metal band is Callanish Circle.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a great band. Yeah. I remember them.
They're like kind of In Flames worship, but it's good.
Oh,
Nice.
definitely In Flames worship. But I mean, they do it well. They actually, I think, lead wise, they're a little bit more flashy. Like In Flames is always more like, let's just get a nice, cool melody, nice, cool lead melody. That'll do. Night Rage got flashy. Like they wanted to do solos. They wanted to shred.
Another melodic death metal band I used to like was Darkane.
Dude, Darkane was good. I think they're still around. God, when was the last one I picked up from Darkane?
Well, actually, I've heard of them. I've never listened to them.
The Sinister Supremacy in 2013 was the last one I picked up from them. I wonder.
Oh wow!
Anything else?
That was also the last. That was also the last time James the Breed released his most recent solo album, In Permanent Residence. I love that James LaBrie solo album. I fucking love it.
His voice, you either love or hate his voice.
Yeah, I will say, way better than the self-titled Dream Theater album that same year. Way better.
Wait, I like that
the self-titled. I do not like the production on the self-titled Dream Theater album. I just don't.
I thought it was okay. I mean, that one had what was it, the Enigma effect on it? There's some really fucking good songs on that one.
Yeah, I could definitely say that. Yes, I don't care.
Speaking of Dream Theater, me and Ryan are actually planning on doing a ranking for the Dream Theater albums.
Yeah, nice. I'm pretty sure I know what is our last place album. It should be freaking obvious.
You might be surprised.
I
can't wait to do it though.
I mean, are you counting like Change of Seasons? Like, I mean, that's more.
I'm thinking of including it with Images and Words as one whole piece.
That song is so fucking.
I think
awesome.
Black Clouds and Silver Lining is a great album. Like Nightmare to Remember is a fucking masterpiece of a song.
That's where Portnoy brought in some blast beat.
Yeah, he does a blast
beat. Octavarium, I think, is underrated.
Some typo influences on the opening track on Black Lines.
Oh yeah, A Nightmare to Remember.
No, Systematic
Chaos.
Yeah, I think that one's a really fucking good album too. I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff. Like I'm still a big fan of 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence too. A little bit muddy on the production, but man, the songs are good.
That album.
Fuck yeah!
I still listen to that album quite a bit, actually.
That was like the third Dream Theater album I ever picked up. I think I picked up Awake. Then I got what was it? Falling Into Infinity, and then I got fucking 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, and all those are very different too, which I did like. They're not very different now. Like Dream Theater puts out an album, and you kind of know exactly what it's going to sound like, unless it's The Astonishing, and then you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Scenes from a Memory too. That's a brilliant album.
Better,
that's
way better.
The Train of Thoughts is probably their heaviest album.
Oh yes,
that's kind of weird like Master
album. Honestly, like I love This Dying Soul. This Dying Soul is such a damn good song.
That is a really good track.
That's a 12-step Sweet song.
Thoughts on Mastodon? I honestly gotta listen to Mastodon.
Like them.
I honestly think Remission. Remission is nuts. Like the drum work is, it's kind of one long fill from Braun, but it's really good. But I mean, Mother Puncher, March of the Fire Ants. Oh, I don't know. Leviathan is way up there for me, but I also love Crack the Sky. I think that's a brilliant prog metal album.
I got to check out that double album they put out last year. Everybody
fucking love
keeps
it.
telling me you got to check that out.
It tugs on heartstrings, like especially like in terms of like if you've lost someone, it's the whole going through the stages of grief and everything, and I mean it's been a while, but you remember that feeling. You definitely do, and like a lot of the stuff, like lyrically, like just like dude, that's the sad nail getting hit on the sad head by a sad fucking hammer.
That's very true, man.
I actually got that for my brother-in-law for his birthday. That's what he wanted. I also got him Death Spiritual Healing too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, he was like, dude, he's not even a Mastodon fan. I was like, I don't know why. Like, I like Mastodon, but I'm not really a giant fan of them. But this album, I absolutely loved.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to check out that new album.
Well, once we're gonna rank Mastodon, it's really good. It's honestly, and the length of the album, it goes by surprisingly quick.
Nice.
But yeah, after we do Carcass, it's Exodus, then Mastodon, then Pantera, then Crowbar.
Ooh, Pantera.
So yeah, Mastodon's gonna be.
Are
tricky.
y'all including the Glam Terra
yeah.
albums?
Glam Terra's gonna be in there, dude.
Oh, I'm looking forward to
and I'm
that.
gonna make fun of that shitty fucking cover on Metal Magic.
Metal Magic.
It's so bad.
I'm looking
my personal favorite Pantera album is The Great Southern Trendkill.
That's my favorite too. I love that album.
That one, it's between that one and Far Beyond Driven for me.
Far Beyond.
Yeah, Far Beyond's good. They out of those 5, they don't have a bad album.
No,
I think
actually Vulgar Display kind of dropped out a little bit for me.
Which one?
Yeah, the
Vulgar Display.
Oh, okay.
Vulgar.
There's a couple tracks on there. It's a couple tracks on there. I'm like, they don't really resonate with me nowadays.
Like No Good, Attack the Radical.
No, Live in a Hole. I think's the track. I'm like, this song's kind of whatever.
But yeah, like
I think
By
that's the
Demons
track.
Be Driven. By Demons Be Driven is one of their heaviest. I love that breakdown.
I
That
love
breakdown
too.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Never
yeah.
left my head.
That's awesome. I do love that track. I
I
think it's really the only track that I'm not like a fan of. It's Live in a Hole now. But the rest of the album I still like.
No Good, Attack the Radical. That one's kind of so for me. But I mean, most of it is really good. Like I usually skip Walk now just because I've heard it a billion times.
Yeah.
That's probably why it dropped a little bit with me.
But I mean, Reinventing the Steel might be a little bit lower for me. Like, it's got some really good songs in it, but I don't think it's as good as like Trendkill or fucking Far Beyond Driven.
Here's an interesting question though. If Dime was never murdered, do you think Pantera would have eventually reconciled?
Maybe,
Gotten
man.
back together.
That's a really good question.
It's a good question. I don't know. Like, all right, I don't know. That rift was widening with like every fucking month with that band.
Yeah, especially in the Trendkill era.
It's freaking sad.
Like they recorded that album separately. Like Phil did his vocals with Trent Reznor, and then the rest of the band did the instruments in Texas.
Yep.
Wow.
It's kind of sad when I think about it because, like, Vinny and Phil never did, get the different.
Yeah, they never.
Before Vinny passed away.
Yeah.
You couldn't even bring up Phil in interviews with Vinny. Like, I saw him get like, we're not going to talk about that, and that's that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucking held on to that fucking grudge. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I think the key thing would be Dime not getting murdered. But I don't know. Like, would Damage Plan have gone on?
Probably.
Well, apparently there was a second Damage Plan album being recorded prior to Dimebag's death, or at least the demos were being worked out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I mean, they might have buried the hatchet. I don't know. I think there was again like a lot of resentment. You know, like I think it started with the Down thing because they were pissed at fucking Phil going off to do Down. It was like, well, I mean, you guys were not doing anything at the moment. It was like, so he went off and did another project with some other buddies, and honestly, that first Down album fucking rules. So,
that album.
When did he start Superjoint? Was that when he was still in Pantera?
that was the first one came out in 2002.
Yeah.
Oh, so that would have been like
Well, the thing
after.
around the remix.
They never officially broke up. They just
yeah.
It just kind of just like, hey, how about Pantera? I was like, whatever.
And there was never nothing at the time either about like Phil leaving Pantera, or anything like that. You know, it's just kind of weird how it all worked out.
Yeah, I think honestly, what Reinventing was in 2000, and then in 2004 you had Damage Plan. 2002 was Down 2.
Yep.
So, and like around Down 2, I assumed that Pantera was still around, but I think it was around Damage Plan. It was like, I think this is them essentially saying Pantera is like done right here. Like this is the new thing, and I don't like it.
I mean, it seems like nowadays Phil is doing a lot better than what he was doing. It seems like he got cleaned up finally.
Yeah.
The dude,
his band Scour is pretty cool.
Oh, dude, Scour's awesome.
Dude, Scour, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, he cropped some serious fucking talent. I mean, he's got two of the members of Misery Index on there. He's got Mark Kloppel and Adam Jarvis, which Adam Jarvis is a fucking machine.
Yeah, that Scour is good.
I think the bassist is the guy that he might be the bassist for Pig Destroyer too. It's weird. It seems like a lot of guys from a lot of the guys from like the Baltimore area, which is weird. But yeah, I mean, he seems like he's there. I mean, he's still doing illegal stuff. He's E minor, which is like his depressive, like melodic thing where he kind of just croons about death and dying. Which honestly, some of it I jammed was like, this is pretty cool. His vocals are pretty shot.
Oh yeah.
There's no way he's singing Cemetery Gates anymore.
Oh no, dude! The last time I saw Pantera here in Toledo, and I think it was 2001. It was with Soulfly, Morbid Angel, and Nothing Face. And they did the whole intro to fucking Cemetery Gates. And it was like, y'all like that song? Well, too fucking bad. And they went into fucking Hostile. I think he also did that just because it was like, you can't hit those notes. Hell, I don't think you could have hit those notes way back then. Like, those were like some serious, like, if I ever do that again, something's going to pop and blood's going to shoot out of my neck.
Yeah, guaranteed he was like fucking grabbing his nuts to hit those notes.
All right, I'm going to put my nuts out. I want you to slam the car door right on them. And I'm going to get this mic ready.
Oh, God, yeah.
I got to hit this.
All right, take care, Christopher. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Later, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, there was a big clash of egos in Pantera, and unfortunately, you get that. I mean, maybe they would have still remained separate, but still, like, at least been hospitable to one another. Like, you got a Down tour with Pantera or Damage Plan on it,
Yeah.
And from a business standpoint,
a couple shows here and there, but not really fully get back to you.
And from a business standpoint, I mean, it was worked out. So both Vinny and Dime, they owned it. That was theirs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like what System of a Down is doing, just doing touring and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're barely getting along too.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Yeah, when they got along, it might have just been maybe a tour thing.
Yeah, I mean, they could
System dropped those 2 new songs out of nowhere.
I thought one of the songs was really fucking good.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
I don't know. And maybe they just don't want to ride together. I know, like I said, Serge has his own thing, and Darren has his own projects too. I don't know what Shavo does, and the drummer John, I don't know what the fuck he does. But
I think it's mainly John and Serge, right? Because they have a massive political disagreement or something.
Yeah,
See, I was going to mention that. That's why they're not doing anything.
Two very, very opposite sides. And, John's always been like the quiet member too. But I mean, like, you know, in most bands, like, all right, like Gary Holt and fucking Zetro are very politically different, but they can get along in the music. They actually even talk about it. It's like, we just, we don't bring up politics, and mostly because I think Gary would bury Zetro, because Gary's fucking smart as hell. But it's like, no, it's not helpful. We got to be able to get along, and we love writing this music together because this is our lifeblood. But they were never fully centered around politics as like their main lyrical theme and all their content, unlike System of a Down. System of a Down, always political. So when everyone's not on the same page in a band that is fiercely political and they pretty much have staked one claim on one very particular stance on one side, you got someone on the other side. That ain't gonna work as well.
Yeah.
Actually, just talk about violent shit. They'll be fine with it.
I think metal should just be fuck politics. Who cares?
To a degree, because metal's always gonna be political because it always talks about social stuff too.
I mean, I write political. I write political songs too, kind of.
Yeah, I don't.
A couple of my songs are as well.
I mean, crossover. I mean, when you blend, because like you think about thrash metal having punk roots, punk is very political.
That's true.
Napalm, always fucking political, always in your fucking face. Yeah. But Barney knows how to be fucking eloquent about it, and he's a damn good fucking frontman, and his stances are smart. I agree with a lot of shit that fucking Barney said. He's just a hell of a fucking frontman.
Yeah,
that dude's very intelligent too.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen him go on his tangents, but the way he explains stuff, he doesn't come off as angry, as like just more informative. Like, this is why this song is about this. It'll make sense a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, politics are always going to be there, and it seemed, honestly, to be honest, when people started complaining about politics and metal, it was during a certain era. It was like, dude, it's always been there. It's always been there, and now it just bugs you because we've gotten a little sensitive. It's not going to leave. You can't make it leave, so you might as well either like you can ignore it, or you can just listen to it for the tunes. Or
I figure as an artist, you write what you want to write. If people don't agree with it, hey, that's what it is.
I mean, what sort of boring world would it be if everyone agreed on everything? Like,
it'd be very boring.
Diversity is disagreement. That's why I love metal, because there's so many different flavors of it. And like I said, you don't like one person's stance on their lyrical themes or whatever. If you actually pay attention to lyrical themes, there's another one that has a totally different one. Like, I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about Satan. And then you have like thousands of other bands like, well, we love Satan. Come on over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's definitely a bunch of different topics when it comes to metal.
I mean, and it's metal is not afraid to push buttons like, ooh, they don't like that. Keep poking.
Right. Exactly.
How many different ways can we like show a disemboweled Jesus on our cover? That'll piss them off.
Yeah, if I were to do something like that, I would have to be, I'm more of like storyteller. Tell like a story, something like that.
Storytelling, I think storytelling is an awesome aspect. Like, you don't hear that very much. Like, I mean, granted, like occasionally you'll hear like death metal songs like this is a story about a serial killer and he fucking hacked up prostitutes, and this is about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
But storytelling I think is cool too. Like if you have like a cool epic, like especially in prog, if you're writing a song in movements, here's one section of the story, here's another section of the story, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
There's lots of really good concept albums out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just Colors. Between the Bury Me's Colors, I think that's a brilliant concept album.
Metropolis Part 2. That's another one. The Crimson Idol from Wasp. That's another one. This one's a little bit of an underrated one. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. That's a concept album.
Yeah, that was what, Orson Scott Card?
I think so. Can't remember.
Yeah. But like I said, if you don't like one flavor of metal, there's always another flavor of metal out there.
Yep.
And
very true.
I know.
Like, I know there's people that don't like power metal. But
I'll be honest, though, I mistakenly picked up some power metal in this next collection update that I will eventually do. And I mean, it's all right. It says power metal, but also says heavy metal, and it feels like speed metal too. It's U.S. power metal, a band called Destiny's End.
They're a good band.
Yeah, the frontman of Hellstar, which I like Hellstar.
Rivera, Hellstar is freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's a little bit more raw. It's just shit that sounds like Blind Guardians. Like, dude, I don't. If I wanted to hear about Lord of the Rings, I'd watch it.
Yeah, you either are getting those that are more of like your Blind Guardian, Stratovarius, even Halloween to some extent, that are more into that keyboard-centric stuff. And then you're getting those power metal bands, like the U.S. ones that are more of like thrashier stuff. Like, I don't think of one band that's, I mentioned Orden Ogan. They're more of like, they're not European style. Sometimes they are, but they're mostly like U.S.-based power metal. Like, they're very much more guitar-oriented, very, very heavy.
This I ended up really liking. I was kind of surprised because when I looked it up, I was like, shit, I thought this was a different band. Fuck. And I bought 2 albums. Extra fuck. But I ended up jamming it. I was like, I'm going to keep my mind open. And I was like, dude, solid riffs, solid melodies on here. It's dark. It's kind of foreboding. It's not, overtly cheesy. So, I mean, your tastes are going to change over time. And, I mean, I figured if I'm reviewing a bunch of stuff all the time, I got to kind of, broaden out a little bit. Like, there's going to be stuff that, like someone, it was some shithead, like, comment on the Whitechapel review. Like, said,
God.
How would you review something you're not going to like? It's like, A, I didn't know that. And B, what is the fun in just reviewing stuff you instantly know you're going to like? Like, I want to hear different stuff and then see if it wins me over. I think I had a really cool feeling. Like, I had no expectations, and then this album was really fucking good. Right. That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, they're just being shitty because they gave it a low score because that album wasn't good.
Speaking of, I'm seeing them on Friday with Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah,
I looked at their set list and I was expecting a lot more stuff from the Somatic Defilement and This Is Exile. There's only 2 songs from those albums.
Wow!
Like they're playing Prostatic from Somatic, and then This Is Exile title track.
Of course.
I mean,
the rest of it's new stuff.
God.
Oh God.
They're playing 3 songs from Lost Boy, Bloodsoaked Symphony, and The Ones That Made Us.
Dude,
so they're the more heavier
Lost
songs.
Boy, like to that crowd. They're gonna be like looking at him like,
no. Yeah, like that clean fucking Tool bridge. Yeah,
like as like an isolated section in that opening track, and that was one of the few tracks that really felt like heavy and energetic, and then it had that weird Tool bridge.
Oh yeah,
it was like I like Tool, but I didn't order Tool.
Yeah, I'll just go listen to Tool. I don't want it. Yeah. I don't want it shoved in a deathcore song.
And Lost Boy was like, dude, don't. This is not even close to fucking Whitechapel. And honestly, I like The Valley. I think The Valley's a good album.
Yeah, The Valley's a great album. Yeah.
But this
and it did the soft stuff.
Yeah.
good. Like it was in moderation. It wasn't
Yeah.
shoved into every fucking song like it is on
Dude,
King.
yeah, like this was a grab for more accessibility. Like we want to move up a bracket, so when we play Rocklahoma, we can be right up there with Breaking Benjamin.
My biggest fear is that their next album is just going to be fucking Nickelback or something.
Oh god, that'll be.
It seems possible, dude. I mean, I didn't get raked over the coals as much as I thought I would on that review, but there were a lot of people like, it's fucking brilliant. You just didn't whatever. Like someone told me it's objectively a great album. It's like, first off, an opinion is subjective. That's not objectively. It means you have to demonstrate it with evidence, and I will hear your case once you provide empirical evidence of this brilliant masterpiece, and you can't just state your opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
I don't get why they'd play new shit when they have a fucking debut album that has brutal death metal influences, like old school death metal influences. You could just go out there and play the whole debut album.
And you're sharing a bill with Cannibal Corpse. Like, you're playing to their fans, and their fans probably don't want to hear you sing.
Yeah.
Right? Probably don't want to hear any. Like,
I thought there'd be no clean vocals at all. But,
yeah. Maybe like a couple of ones with like a short, clean section, but not one that is entirely clean vocals.
Yeah, like the opener on The Valley has that one clean section, which is it's all right. You know, it's not bad.
I don't. That's well. I mean, you know what? Honestly, it's sold out here, so we didn't get a chance to get it. But I didn't want to sit through Whitechapel because I had a feeling they were going to play that new album. Like, dude, I can't cringe any fucking harder.
The Bloodsoaked Symphony's fine. That one's actually heavy. Ones That Made Us is okay, but Lost Boy, yeah, that clean bridge, no.
Didn't
they play
Alex
that? That's
left too, didn't he?
Yeah, because something happened where like he was
Rudiger,
a session musician.
I think he was just brought in as like a session drummer.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
Well,
they announced he was going to be the new drummer without his say, and then
okay.
Then something happened where he's like he said it didn't seem right on a personal level.
Yeah,
something went down with those guys.
No, I mean I totally get that. Like, I mean, if it's like, hey, you're officially in the band, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, I signed up to be a session guy. That means, I gotta.
Their whole career, they haven't been able to keep a drummer. I mean, some bands are just like that.
Drummers are tough. I mean, there's also a lot of session guys out there. It's like, no, I'm not like here to commit to your band, but I'm willing to commit to an album and a tour. But I got other offers. Session work pays.
Yeah. But I thought it was legit because he was their live drummer since like 2019. So
yeah, I've seen Rudiger with quite a few different bands. I've seen with the Faceless. I've seen with Monuments.
Conquering Dystopia.
I'm trying to think. There's another band in there that I've seen him play in. Oh,
he's drumming for Howard Jones's band now, Light the Torch.
Oh, I wish I liked that. I like Howard Jones. But I don't like.
I'd rather just listen to The End of Heartache.
Yep, I can totally listen to that album.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, since I'm not going to Cannibal Corpse, I'm getting Immolation tickets.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, Immolation and Mortiferum. Fuck yeah. Yeah, have you jammed this new Immolation? It's so fucking evil.
I definitely need to hear it.
Dude, you will conjure Satan
right
out of the speakers.
Yeah. I remember you, and then I think Rick had the long one when we were in that one stream in Dreadful Rick stream. He had the longer one. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, he got the long box edition, which I was like, dude, they still do long boxes?
I'm like, fuck.
And I follow Immolation on Instagram, and they I guess they were reissuing a lot. They did a tape box set, I think, recently. Like a lot of the earlier albums on a tape, like all reissued in a box set. It was like, man, why the fuck are tapes still here? But I mean, that is kind of cool. If I was a tape head, I would go after that.
Yeah, so I did see cassettes are making a comeback.
I don't get it. Like the quality still isn't good. It's as good as you remember tapes were. It's that good.
I want to try to get a vinyl player sometime because there's a lot of sick like vinyl designs.
True.
I still use CDs though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Vinyl is just so expensive.
Yeah.
But,
Actually,
Yeah, and there's like a shortage on it now, so it takes like
yeah,
even longer to ship and stuff.
right.
actually, in terms
I
of
like the
price
format.
increase, like you look at like the CDs have almost kind of like leveled off in terms of a price. Like they haven't gone up that much, but
Nah,
it seems like
not really.
vinyl is just like, hiked up like
Big,
$10
big
more
time.
in a few years.
CDs will be like $15 max, like at the very most.
Unless you're getting like a
really cheap.
special edition 3-disc, whatever. It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, standard. Like I think this was $13.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're still roughly around the same price. I mean,
Yeah.
they haven't really gone up too much.
I mean, I think the only reason why CD sales were up were mainly because people were having difficulty getting vinyl. So I was like, well, I'll just get the CD since I know I can get it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, well, and plus with CDs, you can just throw it in your vehicle if you're heading to work or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Unfortunately, I got a new car like 2 years ago that doesn't have a CD player in it.
oh yeah, I did hear about the. I did hear about.
So I
this
gotta
newer-
fucking use Apple Music, which is fine, but yeah, I miss putting CDs in the car.
Right.
Yeah. No, I got the same thing. Like, first car I've had without a CD player, but honestly, I just throw everything on my phone and go from there.
Yeah.
It's just easier. I used to fucking I used to be that guy that drove around with the big fucking booklet of CDs. Like I gotta flip through and figure out which one I want to listen to.
Yeah.
I used to do that too.
Oh.
Reen, see what's going on, man.
Hey, Reen. Good to see
Yo,
you in
what's
here.
up? But yeah, I think with the whole I know a lot of people hate streaming. I think it's a great way to find new bands, and if you like the band,
Yeah, to listen.
you buy the merch and you buy the physical copies and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember Ralph saying, I download the listen. I like it, I go support it. If I don't,
Right.
it's in the
Yeah, that's the
recycle
way to
bin.
go.
True. Very true.
For me, most of the time I'll just buy it, but I use YouTube to actually hear tracks from it. And then if I can't find the CD, at least for reviewing purposes, I just use the free version of Spotify on my computer so I can just jam it and fucking write down notes.
That's very true, Damus. CD players are not that expensive like they were.
Oh, yeah.
15
I got one
years
for like probably $30.
I saw we were in an antique store the other day and they had a fucking record player and tape deck combo that was like super fucking cheap. I mean, it's an antique store, so don't really know if it actually works that well.
Right.
But I mean, it was kind of cool to actually see that.
Yeah, I've heard some record players will scratch up your vinyls and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that too.
I'm gonna actually dip out here since it's already 1:30 and I need to get some sleep. But once again, thank you for having me. Always good to fucking chat, man. And
man.
yeah, when you get your new channel set for the streams, shoot me that link because again, I tried clicking on the link before and it didn't work out.
Okay.
But
I'll definitely do that.
Let me know and I'll subscribe, man. All right.
Sounds cool, man.
Catch y'all later.
Yeah, man.
Take care, Nick. All right. And then there were 3, like the Genesis album.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Seeing any cool shows, Ben?
What's up, man?
Are you seeing any cool live shows?
Unfortunately, not right now. I mean, I might go see Megadeth in, I think it's May. It's coming to Reading, PA.
Oh, that second leg of the Metal Tour of the Year with Trivium, Lamb of God, Hatebreed.
Yeah,
Or no, it's not with Hatebreed this time. It's with In Flames.
Is it Trivium?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's In
Trivium.
Flames, Trivium, Lamb of God, Megadeth. I saw it in September and it was awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going actually if I can get off for it. Maryland Death Fest, I still want to go to. I mean,
I unfortunately didn't get to see Megadeth. I had to leave early because the drive home was long and I was busy the next day. But
ooh,
yeah, general consensus was that Dave wasn't really too great. But I mean, what can he do? He had throat cancer and shit. So
understandable.
yeah,
I mean, I'm looking forward to the new Megadeth album.
yeah. Seems like it'll be cool.
sample, yeah, the samples I heard, man, it sounds like it's gonna be
Yeah,
really
that Life
thrashy.
in Hell song, whatever it was, sounded
Ooh,
cool.
That's the one. Oh man, I hope Dave does release a new Megadeth song soon, and hopefully it's that Life in Hell track. I'd
Yeah.
like to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still no date when that album's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. I mean, this is actually the longest stretch between Megadeth albums. Usually, you get a Megadeth album every 2 to 3 years, you know. And
Yep.
let's see, it's been what, 5 years now? 6 years.
Didn't this? Yeah, I think Dystopia might have came out in like 2016, maybe.
Yep,
Or 17.
early 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been 6 years already. Damn.
Damn.
Just not used to that kind of stretch from Megadeth.
There's a rumor that Metallica is going to have a new album this year too.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of disappointed with Hardwired. I thought it was a mixed bag.
Yeah, same.
I think
kinda-
disc one is
I gotta
good, but I
kinda
only like
defend it,
like two
actually.
songs.
Disc one's perfect, but it's got some flaws on disc two.
Yeah, I only like two songs on disc two, like Am I Savage and Spit Out the Bone.
Yeah, I'm kind of
You
different. I thought
whoa. You like Am I Savage?
Well, I heard it in WrestleMania. It's not bad, but
I remember watching the music video. I'm like,
It's not that kind of
God,
crap.
this song sucks. What the
I
fuck
liked
am
it.
I listening to?
Or wait,
Get out of there. Ugh.
maybe it's not MS. Oh, you know what? No, it's the other track they used for The Undertaker. Oh, what the hell was that?
Now that we're dead.
Yeah, that one I like. Okay, Am I Savage? I don't really care for.
Yeah,
That's
first
fine.
this is. I think the song's Confusion and Am I Savage brings that second disc down for me. I was.
Confusion. Yeah, that's not a good one. They like fucking
Yeah,
rip
that's
off
not
my
a good one. Murder 1 is meh.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
Well,
Savage.
granted, I haven't listened to Hardwired in a long ass time, so I don't even know if I like that.
Got to
song.
kind of defend it. I think Hardwired's actually better than Death Magnetic.
I
even
wish,
with
but I'm like those first. Okay, the first disc of Hardwired goes toe to toe with that Death Magnetic album.
Like this,
But then
I
the
think
problems
one's a
of
perfect
the
disc.
problems of freaking disc 2. You go into Confusion, and what would that would have fought? I would have fought Unforgiven 3. Unforgiven 3 destroys it. That's where it goes downhill for me with Hardwired.
yeah, I like Death Magnetic better, even with the.
Now,
Yeah.
I do agree. If Hardwired got just trimmed down to 8 tracks, dude, it would have been a fucking
Hey,
masterpiece.
oh yeah,
That's their biggest problem. Every fucking Metallica.
Man
album is
Unkind
like
and
2
Here
hours
Comes
long.
Revenge. Just
I
keep
do
those
agree.
there. Put them on this one, and you're good to go. There you go.
Like,
Done.
like every song
Perfect
on disc
album.
1 keep. On disc from disc 2,
Yeah,
take My
absolutely.
Apocalypse off, or not My Apocalypse. Damn it! I'm thinking of fucking Death Magnetic.
8 or
now.
9 tracks.
Spit out the bone. Spit out the bone. Put it
I
on.
would, Men Unkind.
Spit out the bone on there.
Men Unkind.
And,
Here Comes Revenge. And Spit Out the Bone. There you go.
Yeah,
Those are the
Mankind was good.
Didn't really care for Man Unkind much.
Man Unkind's at least better than Am I Savage, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd definitely be a better album though if it was just trimmed down to 8 tracks. Kind of like the old days with Puppets and Lightning, you know.
Yes.
Now
Yeah,
apparently the
Lightning
next
was like 50 minutes.
now apparently from what I've heard, I don't know how true this is because I haven't seen nothing online about this. Apparently the new Metallica album is going to be shorter.
I've heard that as well, and I've heard they're gonna like go back to drop C tuning that they used on Saint Anger, but it's not gonna sound like Saint Anger. They're just gonna tune a bit lower.
Honestly, that tuning might be better for headphones and vocals, to be honest.
Yeah, singing in a lower key might be better for him.
I mean,
drop C could work with the right production, but on Saint Anger it just sounded so fucking muddy.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happened, I guess.
Yeah.
But anything else coming out in 2022? New creator. I'm definitely looking forward to the new creator.
What do we got on here?
We're getting.
Devin Townsend. That'll come out next month. Don't date yet.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully soon.
That's cool.
We're getting close to March, and he hasn't even announced a date for light work yet. Devin Townsend with light work. That's coming out in March, but there's no date for it yet. What do we got else on here?
New Machine Head is going to come out in the summer. Hopefully, they can redeem themselves from Catharsis.
I don't know.
They already did with that one EP.
Well, actually, yeah, though all the songs from that EP are actually going to be on the new album with a bunch of new songs,
Please
like
let
6
that
new
Machine
songs.
Head one be good. I want it to be good.
I think it's got potential. I think it's shaping up to be good with those 3 songs.
Yeah,
on
and
it.
then there's the Megadeth album. Ooh, the Ozzy album. I'm looking forward to that. Freaking got Zach Wild on there. You got Zach Wild rhythm on the rhythm guitar, and he might do it solo on there. But then you also have Tony Iommi's going to be on there. Eric Clapton. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's at least going to be maybe better than Ordinary Man.
Yeah, I heard Ordinary Man wasn't that good.
I didn't like it.
I say better than Scream. I did not like Scream. I did not like Scream. I hate Scream. Scream is a piece of shit. I'd say Ordinary Man is better than Scream. What else we got? Stratovarius, Testament.
New Testament.
Yeah, it's on here.
I think Death Angel is working on a new album too.
Can confirm. Drowning Pool, apparently. Dying Fetus. This time the from man has hair. What?
Oh yeah, John grew hair.
He freaking has hair, but John Gallagher has hair. What? Oh my god. Ugh. Five Finger Suck Punch is releasing a new album.
Oh god, no.
Five Finger Suck Punch. It's like, Jesus, no.
That's one band that literally makes me angry. It's Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, we get Priest. Priest, we're going to be releasing something. Slipknot, obviously. Soilwork, obviously.
Yeah. Apparently, there's this like dumb girl on YouTube that called Five Finger Death Punch death metal.
What the fuck? Seriously?
Somebody needs to invent Strangle Vision. I want to reach through the fucking camera and just
what the fuck is your problem, bitch?
On what fucking planet is Five Finger Death Punch death metal?
I know they're
an alternate
literally the worst band on the planet.
Yeah, an alternate universe where shit music is actually good.
Man, there was a time when Nickelback used to really annoy me, but Five Finger Death Punch took that over.
I'd take Nickelback over Five Finger Death Punch any day, and
sadly,
I'd rather take Nickelback.
I would too. I hate
Nickelback has a couple.
I'd rather take because I actually own it. I have that one very popular album of theirs in 2005. I have one album. Two albums. I also have Silver Side Up from Nickelback, but I would rather listen to those.
Yeah. There's like a couple,
and I only have one Five Finger Death Punch album. One. That's it. Just one.
Which
It
one?
was their 2009 album. I think
Oh,
War is the Answer.
oh, what's the answer?
Yeah, they had that cover of Bad Company. I do like the cover. Their cover of Bad Company is pretty good. I liked it.
I mean, I haven't heard it like in its entirety, but I guess their first album is not too bad.
First two are probably
I'll admit, way back in the beginning, I actually did like their first album until it got exposed. Or
The
more
way-
exposure.
The
than
Way of the
people
Fist.
would-
I think it was called The Way of the Fist.
Yeah. The people would just play the bleeding over and over at the bars.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
track, never enough. And I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah,
This ain't
their cover.
fucking
I do like their cover. I do like their cover of Bad Company. Yeah, that's a pretty damn good cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather listen to their Nickelback's Poppy album, All the Right Reasons, over anything Five Finger Death Punch has released since.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd rather listen to Lulu over anything Five Finger Death Punch has released. Pass.
Damn.
War is the answer.
I'd rather listen to. How about this? Would you rather listen to Saint Anger than Five Finger Death Punch?
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I probably would too. Yeah. Even with the.
I already have a few times, and I enjoy Saint Anger.
It's
just a fucking.
It's a weird album. It's a weird album for me because.
It's the fan base of Five Finger Death Punch too, man. Holy crap, they're annoying.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm a tough guy.
Once or twice a year, I don't mind listening to Saint Anger, but I can't listen to it more than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're in like a certain mood, it's a decent album, I guess. Kind of hits a certain mood. But yeah, with shorter songs, normal production, I think they could have salvaged a decent album out of Saint Anger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I'll admit, like, when they play Frantic live now, it's definitely way better than
Yeah,
the
it sounds way better, yeah. Without the fucking trash can.
I mean, they let Kirk Hammett actually add the solo that probably was originally supposed to
he
be on the album.
He ad-libs a solo in there. They played Dirty Window for their like 40th anniversary show. And he put a solo in there, and it was not bad.
The Unnamed Filling's not a bad track.
No, yeah, it's a good song, actually. It's the best song on the album.
Yeah, it's probably the best one on there.
On that album, the drums are a bit quieter.
Yeah.
Lars lays off the trash can a little bit on there.
But yeah, the rest of the album, holy cow.
Yeah,
it's just a
that
mess.
guitar tone is painful on Invisible Kid.
Oh, that's probably the worst fucking Metallica song.
I think it is, yeah. They tuned down to drop G sharp on that song. Like, why?
Yeah.
It sounds like shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you're not a deathcore band. Don't tune to drop G sharp.
It's like, okay,
What are
you're
you
the
doing?
same band. It's like you're the same band that wrote Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice, and you're putting out crap like
Yeah,
this.
how?
I mean, you could definitely tell they weren't focused on that album.
No, like James was in rehab. They were on the verge of a breakup, basically.
Pretty much. And you got Lars. That was the funny part of that movie. When Lars' dad came in, and Lars is playing him the new
I
stuff.
say
his
delete
dad-
that.
Like, just delete that.
Yeah.
Like, you can listen to
You
your
should have
dad,
deleted the
Lars.
whole album.
Yeah, delete the whole fucking album.
Yeah.
Like there was other shit on there too. Like thank goodness it didn't make the album.
Oh, those songs, yeah. I actually, that album is on YouTube. Like the demos from Saint Anger. It is. You thought Saint Anger was bad? Just check those out. Holy
worse.
shit!
They are worse. Like there's one song that's like totally ambient. It's like what the fuck is this?
Yeah. That's the
like, what are
Echo
you
Chamber
doing?
one, I think. Where you hear James like with the shit ton of reavers.
See, now you're making me give Load and Reload a little credit. At least those songs had like talent.
I'd take those over Saint Anger anytime, and Load is a fucking snooze
Oh
fest.
fuck yeah! I love
But-
I love Load and Reload.
I like Reload a bit better. I mean, they're not bad albums, I guess, but I just like.
Yeah, we're talking
When
about that.
when Load and Reload, when Load and Reload is the better double album than Hardwired. That's telling you something.
Yeah, Hardwired honestly isn't even a double album. Like it's 75 minutes. It's not long enough to be a double album.
Shorter than
They just
Load.
split it into 2 discs for no apparent reason.
Right.
Like Load and Reload is an actual double album.
Right.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Oh
But
yeah.
honestly, it didn't even need to be because they could have just combined the best songs off of both albums.
Right.
Because they're both kind of
7
half
from
good
Load,
and half
7
filler.
from Reload.
Yeah. And
7 from Load or 6 from Reload or something like that. Whichever.
Yeah, it made a good album. Cause
I mean, there's songs on Load that are just bad. Cure, Poor Old Twisted Me. That's fucking horrible.
Mama Said, that like country song.
Yeah.
I love that song. I would probably put that on.
The Ronnie's a really bad
I would
song.
think.
That riff, it starts out with the again, bam, bam, or however it goes.
It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing with that?
This is the same band that wrote Dyer's Eve.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, I told the story a million times. When I was 17 back in 96 and bought it, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I
Where's
can't
my
imagine
metal?
what it was like back in the day to
Oh,
fucking
it's
have.
horrible.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't experience that because
I did. I'm like,
I was just a kid. I was
a couple
just
of
a
my
kid.
then a
I was
couple of
just
my
like probably
buddies
a
are praising it.
7-year-old kid.
Why are you praising this shit? This ain't fucking Metallica. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
you
mindset
tell
back
that
in
to a
17.
kid, and you got my mom and dad. I know my dad was a huge Metallica fan back then. So
Yeah.
I
Like, the only
grew up,
song-
I was just a kid. I was a kid I was just a little kid, 6, 7 years old, about to go into school and stuff for the first time.
And it's weird as I've gotten older too. It's like some people I've met, the first album they ever heard was Load. It's like, damn.
The Black Album.
Holy shit.
The Black Album was the first one.
It's like, damn, you started out on Load.
That's
Not
rough.
killing
Yeah,
all
for
their puppets.
quite a while, I did not know and for quite a while, I did not know they had stuff before the Black Album, because usually, because the Black Album is a self-titled, usually you would think, oh, that's a self-titled debut. Normally, usually you would think self-titled that's a debut thing,
Yeah, a
Bands
lot of
do
bands put
self-titled
out
debuts.
self-titled as a debut.
Yeah,
Like Korn, Slipknot.
I did not know they put stuff out beforehand until my mom got me Master of Puppets when I was in high school in 2007.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think back to what I was listening to in '96.
Someone just put in the chat jizz and re-jizz.
I don't
Jizz
know.
and re-jizz, that's funny.
That's great.
Because you realize back then I would have been a kid. I'm trying to think what I would have been. I don't think I was listening to music yet. I think it wasn't until maybe late 90s or something like that that I was starting to really get into some music stuff. So I was probably, what would I have been listening to back then? Well, Metallica for a bit, I would assume. Collective Soul, kind of a soft rock type of band. I think Creed at the time. Oh, I'm gonna be embarrassed to say this, but I'm not gonna be embarrassed to say it. I was listening as a kid back then. I was listening to Backstreet Boys, so I'm not ashamed to say that I was listening to them. I still listen to them from time to time for nostalgia reasons and stuff like that. My music taste. So I got into metal pretty late in life, like around middle school, high school. So.
Yeah,
That was the music I was listening to as a kid.
Right. I mean, back in '96, I listened to Korn a lot because at the time it was totally new. You know what Korn was doing.
Kiss too. Yeah, I was listening to also Kiss, Psycho Circus. Thank God at the time you think now, oh, thank God it was the original four. It was the original lineup at the time, you know. Gene, Paul, Ace, Peter. The reunion album, Psycho Circus, you know.
Yeah, I actually remember buying Life is Peachy when it first came out back in '96. Like, listening to it, I'm like, this is fucking different.
Yeah.
Yep.
This might be unpopular, but I think there's some bad songs on Life is Peachy.
Yeah,
like
I
Message and
yeah, I got into Korn late. I think high school, 2007, Untitled.
Ooh.
Remember, I was getting into metal late, so.
Oh yeah.
I was, like I said, getting into metal late, so that was my first exposure to Korn at the time. So.
Kiss Psycho Circus. I actually don't really care for that album.
My dad has. I have
a
cassette now because he had a cassette player. So. And you would think at the time, you know, as a kid, you were like, okay, it's the original lineup.
Yeah, it was really exciting at the time, actually, when the original Kiss got back together in '96. I remember it because that's when I really started getting into Kiss. I wasn't into Kiss before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went out and bought Destroyer on cassette tape at the time. I'm like, yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Korn's new album?
It is kind of generic, but it's short enough to where it doesn't really bother me. They're all short, 3-4 minute songs. I'm like,
yeah, I thought it was kind of boring.
So I'm like, it's good.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Jonathan Davis's vocals are definitely not as annoying as like in the early days. That's about all I can really say about. Like when it comes to his
he's gotten better vocal. He's gotten better singing wise, at the very least.
Yeah.
That happened to be the first time I had listened to them since probably. Oh fuck. That was the first time I listened to a Korn album all the way through since Untitled. Because some albums I've listened to tracks here and there, but never an album all the way through.
Yeah. I don't listen to Korn or Slipknot anymore now that I've gotten into more like extreme stuff, but I go back once in a while.
Right.
I still go and listen to Korn. I got all their stuff. Well,
yeah.
Almost all their stuff. I need to get We Are Not Your Kind at some point.
Yeah, that new
I have every Slipknot album.
God, that new Slipknot track is terrible.
Chapeltown Ride. It's pretty good. It's nothing to write home about. It's okay.
Yeah. There's nothing groundbreaking, but it's Slipknot.
Yeah, I personally, if we're talking singles, I personally prefer, what was it? Crap. All Out Life. I prefer All Out Life over that one.
I still don't understand why they left that off. We Are Not Your Kind.
Yeah, it even includes the title track. I mean,
yeah, it is the title track basically.
It's the title track. Yeah.
The song
that might have been the last thing. That might have been the last thing Chris Bain did. You know, long.
All right, take care, Speed King.
I think that was I think that was the last song Chris.
That would have been it. Would Obviously, I'd say he went out on a bang with All Out Life.
Yeah, it's a good. That is a jam.
That's one hell of a song. Loved it.
Great live too.
I kind of feel bad for them putting that out in August because considering what was going to come out later that same month, you know, the first Tool album in 13
Oh, yeah.
years.
It's still hitting number one.
It got quickly overshadowed by the Tool album. I was just like, why choose August when you know Tool's about to put out their first album in 13 years?
We Are Not Your Kind still hit number one though, and then I think Tool obviously took over.
That freaking Tool came out, boom.
Yeah.
I think there's better.
Everybody just forgot about freaking Slipknot.
A lot of people didn't like the new Tool. I can't really say because obviously I wasn't there from the beginning of Tool.
I was there. I was. It had been a year after 10,000 Days. I got 10,000 Days a year after it came out, so I had been waiting quite a bit.
Yeah.
Would have been 07, somewhere around there. And I was getting into them, so I had been waiting a while. Not as long as everybody else, but I have been waiting a while.
Yeah, I thought Fear Inoculum was okay.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Back in 2019,
Devin Townsend, Empath.
2019 was a weird year. That felt like the end of the era, actually.
I was saying to myself, if Tool doesn't come out with a new album in the 2019, Devin Townsend's Empath would have been album of the year.
Empath.
Easily.
That's a great album.
But then Tool came out with Fear Inoculum, and the rest is history. For me, at least.
But then again,
for me, at the very least.
Devin Townsend's incredible, though.
Oh my god, yeah.
It took him finally it took him all the way up to last year to finally have an album of the year for me with the Puzzle / Snuggles. I need to get that album at some point. Gotta get it.
See, 2019, you had Flotsam and Jetstam put out a great album that year. Death Angel.
I the Mask from In Flames, Demon Hunter War and Peace. The Soil Work for Glickenton. That came out that year. What else? Oh, Periphery 4 came out that year. What else came out 2019? Trying to remember.
I don't know. Let me see.
Who else on this? Who? No.
Oh, didn't that last Kill Switch album come out in 2019?
I think so. Yeah.
Atonement.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. That was a good album.
What else was there? 2019
came back.
30
years.
Distance Over Time from Dream Theater. The Eighth Mountain from Rhapsody of Fire.
The Korn dropped in 2019. The Nothing.
Oh yeah, The Nothing.
Yeah. That one was pretty good.
Probably their heaviest album in quite a while.
Trying to look it. Wait, was it?
Overkill not in 2019.
No.
Oh, Death Atlas from Cattle in 2019.
Oh yeah,
that was a great album. Yeah.
I remember a lot of people were bitching about that album. Oh, there's too much clean vocals.
That's the thing, though. They're not like clean vocals because there's still like some distortion on his voice. Right. If there was no distortion at all, then it would be clean. But it's It's more like melodic goblin screeching.
Yeah. It's got one of the most unique vocal styles too. It's like
Then that fucking guy from Infant Annihilator went and ripped off Travis Ryan's whole vocal style.
Oh yeah, the Slipknot album, We Are Not Your Kind, came out that same year.
Yeah, We Are Not Your Kind.
No,
2019 was a good, decent year for metal.
Yeah, that was a pretty good year.
Stuff in 2019.
Yeah.
2022 had a lot of great shit.
Some good albums came out in 2020.
A lot of thrash in 2020. 2021, a lot more death metal.
Demons and Wizards 3 from 2020. What else?
Hatebreed's last album came out in 2020. That one was pretty good.
Oh, John Petrucci, Terminal Velocity, first album since Black Clouds with Mike Portnoy. That came out.
Oh, yeah.
John Petrucci solo album. Who else? I'm trying to think. Metallica? No. Maiden? No. No.
Heathen had a good album that came out in 2020.
Oh yeah, Empire of the Blind.
Oh, that fucking album's great.
Trivium dropped an album in 2020. I wasn't too
What the
big
Dead
on
Men
it.
Say.
Yeah.
I like What the Dead Men Say.
There's 2 tracks on it I don't really care for. The rest is good.
What else? Who else?
I thought Trivium's
Was there?
new album was way better. In the Court of the Dragon.
Was there? No, Amon Amarth was. Oh, Amon Amarth was 19. Berserker? Was that Berserker from Amon Amarth 19?
To that year. Skeletal Reload.
Arion might have put out an album in 2020. Transitus? I think so. Try to remember. Oh wait, no. Can't count that one yet. Yeah, I can't think of. Those were some that I thought 2020. 2021.
Well, Sepultura
Oh yeah,
Quadra
Kansas.
came out.
2020 Kansas. The Absence of Presence. 2021 Dream Theater. A View from the Top of the World. Liquid Tension Experiment. LTE 3. Fear Factory. Aggression Continuum.
Oh, that Fear Factory album was great.
It was good.
Bottom After Midnight. Paint the Sky with Blood EP. What else was there? Rhapsody, Glory for Salvation. What else would have been? Oh yeah, Devin Townsend, The Puzzle / Snuggles.
Hypocrisy.
Mastodon, Hushed and Grim. What else? Who else? Shoot.
Carcass had a new album in 2021. That one was good.
Good album.
Oh yeah, that album. Iron Maiden, Senjutsu. What else is there? What else is there?
Everybody was kissing that album's ass in 2021. Oh man,
I like all the tracks. I like all the tracks except for Stratego. I think Stratego is fucking.
KK's Priest was way better than that album.
I'll say this: Saxon's new album is a little bit better than Senjutsu.
Oh,
I do not care about the title track Carpe Diem because I get so annoyed that they're saying that multiple times. I get annoyed by it. But every other song after that one, fantastic. Who else is there? Oh yeah, Ordinogan Final Days. That came out that same year. Halloween self-titled.
Oh yes, way better than Senjutsu. A million times better than Senjutsu.
I personally prefer Ordinogan Final Days over it. That was a better power metal album.
Fucking Senjutsu.
I'm trying to think of what else. Who else?
Thinking about
it. Oh, Transatlantic: The Absolute Universe. That came out 2021. What else was there? Shoot.
That Whitechapel album came out last year.
Yeah, Ken.
Another bad album.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, Senjutsu or that Whitechapel album. They're both pretty bad. It's not that
I don't know.
Senjutsu's
I haven't
bad.
heard Senjutsu. I can't say I haven't heard Senjutsu.
It's boring.
Yeah, it's like the songs are too long or something.
They just don't speed up.
All the epics are on the second disc.
Like Hell on Earth, the last track's good.
I personally prefer the Parchment and Death of the Celts. Those
The
are
Parchment's alright. I do like the Parchment. That kind of.
Did you guys hear that Iron Maiden wants to do that whole album live sometime?
Wow.
They're gonna fall asleep.
Trying to think what else put out 2021 albums.
They're actually doing it. Iron Maiden's actually doing a tour with Trivium and another band.
Oh wow, that's.
They actually did a tour in like 06, I think. When
Oh yeah,
Trivium was
speaking
on
of Trivium, in the Court of the Dragon in 2021.
Oh yeah, that one was great. I like that album.
I liked it, but I'm like, at that point I was like, I've heard this all before. I've heard this on because I've been a fan of them for a bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
If you get to a certain point in the band or something like that, you just want them to be like, do something cool or something like that, like what they did on The Sin and the Sentence. That was fucking amazing.
That was a great comeback album because a lot of people didn't like Silence in the Snow.
I liked Silence in the Snow. I did
too.
I did not like Vengeance Falls. Vengeance Falls was kind of flat.
I actually like Vengeance Falls, but yeah, it's not very high in the list.
I think I liked the first few tracks, and then it's just like, kind of does fall flat, but it kind of falls like it's consistently, just going down relatively slowly. It was the beginning tracks were the meat and bones of the album. Silence in the Snow, I actually liked. Then you get into The Sin and the Sentence. Oh my fucking god! Oh.
Yeah, that's a great album.
What the Dead Men Say, great follow up. But then I get to In the Court of the Dragon, and I love the title track. But I think
the title track is great. Yeah,
it's like, it's like I've heard it before.
The best.
Oh yeah, Shogun's definitely the best.
That's like
I gotta listen to Shogun at some point.
The Crusade the Crusade would be high on my list too.
The Crusade is really good too.
Okay, because how high is The Sin and the Sentence for you, Ben? Surely you must like
liked
that.
it. I thought it was a really good album. There might have been one track on it I didn't care for. But
I thought the middle section was pretty consistent, and then when you get into the Revanchist and then the final track, oh my god, a perfect way to end the album.
Oh yeah, Thrown into the Fire, fuck.
That's so grips.
Sever the Hand is really good too, and The Wretchedness Inside.
Getting into the title track and freaking Alex Bent just doing crazy shit on it. I was like, oh my fucking god, this is.
Alex Bent is a fucking monster. That guy's awesome.
Oh my fucking god, yes.
Still on the first album, Ember 2 and Furnace.
That one is very underrated. Underrated. Yeah.
Like, out of all the Trivium albums, that don't get mentioned.
That one is very underrated. I love that album.
When it first came out.
Yeah. There's some melodic death metal riffs on there.
I think I had a coworker, and he was a fan of Trivium. My first album, the first time I ever knew about Trivium was In Waves, and hearing the Built Up On, I was like, oh, this is really freaking cool.
Yeah,
I was hooked on Trivium.
Kind of like the first All That Remains album. It's the only album of theirs I like.
Yeah. Their first three are good, but after that, they just became like a fucking radio band.
Right.
Pretty much. Progressively got softer and softer.
Yeah.
They tried to come back in 2018 with a heavy album, but
it didn't quite work. I mean, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because the guitar player passed away afterwards. But...
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But the only album I like from them is definitely the first album, where it's more melodic death metal.
Yeah.
In fact, that whole album is pretty much melodic death metal. No clean vocals on it.
Yeah.
Go.
3 hours.
All right. Well, I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream.
Yeah,
Don't really have much more to say. Kind of
that was fun, man.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely cool to have you on.
Yeah.
Definitely do this again, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'll catch you later, Ben. Have a good night, man.
You too, bro. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Peace.
Later.
Later.
And yep, pretty much the stream for tonight. And then there was one. Nah. Fun stream. Good hanging out. And yeah. Thanks, Damus. You have a good night too. Everybody who's still here, have a great night. Keep it metal. Keep it real. Don't let nobody fucking get in your way from doing what the fuck you want to do. And that's the stream for tonight. And do that to the jacktards. All right, I'm out.